myself. This is going to be the shittiest stream ever, but we will have something so cool. You should go and look at the stream now. Wait a minute. Are we...
I'm on the stream.
Okay. Is the stream running? Is it live?
I'm reloading. It says you are live. I just got a YouTube notification. Why is my YouTube being retarded?
Wait a minute. Is it working?
Ew, I can hear you.
Yeah, I mean, you will want to mute the stream, sadly.
Foul. Oh my gosh.
What do you think? Do you think I'm genius?
Did you give me a potato
yeah.
icon?
Yeah. And look, it bounces when you talk. Talk again.
Hello? This is Party Sober. The potato.
I should make mine. I feel like my person isn't as big as your person. Is that just me being a streamer?
I think you made me a bit bigger, yeah.
Or is it that your potato is fatter than my character?
I think my potato is fatter. Your head circumference is basically my midriff.
Yeah. Okay. We'll do that. Guys, I did something technological today. All right?
Technologic.
Can everybody hear Party? Okay. Oh.
Can you hear my voice?
Epic has to go to bed. Aw, rip.
Yeah.
No.
It's because he hates me.
Oh, is that the reason? Well, now we know.
That's my headcanon. Tonight my name is Petty Sober.
Oh, okay. Petty Sober?
Yeah.
Oh, Ben is here.
Bean!
And Miro.
Hello? Hello?
Okay. Switching to live chat. This is a very different kind of day. I almost didn't stream at all, everybody. But I decided to.
Miro is unfortunately here? Well, you can always leave.
Yeah.
Wait, are we allowed to say that? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Please stay, Miro goes.
Yeah, Miro can absolutely go wherever he wants. If he wants to leave, he can feel free. We're just doing something a bit different today. We're keeping it kind of chill. Yeah.
I kind of had to wrestle you into streaming because...
Yeah. I was going to do the fan fiction video, but then I saw that was an hour long, and I was like... I can't do it today. I'm running on 4 hours of sleep. 4 hours of sleep.
You napped, though.
That's including the nap.
I think you're full of shit. Oh.
Yeah. I couldn't go to sleep until... What time this morning? I couldn't sleep until really late.
Wow, Miro is being mean.
Well...
Look here, Miro goes, I know how to party. I partied.
Yeah?
But now I'm old.
Tell us how you partied.
That is a story for another time. But you're going to listen to me and you're going to like it. All right? All right.
Okay. All right. Wait a minute. I'm going to actually share my screen with you, question mark. How are you going to see what I'm looking at?
I'm watching Strum right now.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
So you can you can do either one. I don't care, but I can just watch Strum if it's easier.
What is everybody up to? Let's go through that first. What is chat up to? And then what is... Well, we can also look at what is party up to.
Drugs. All right, moving on.
Drugs.
I feel like McDonald's cookies count as drugs, right?
Yeah, they put crack in there for real.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah. How many we've been actually good though. We haven't looked at. We haven't done huge amounts of ordering lately.
No, we've been a lot better about cooking a lot.
Ben was going to say what?
What was the cookie crack?
Yeah, the cookie crack.
The cookie crack.
The crack. Wait a minute. Ben doesn't even know if McDonald's in Kiwiland has
What?
cookies.
He's never tried to get the cookies?
Yeah. Well, obviously he could probably just bake his own cookies.
Right. But like who wants to do that?
Oh, hi.
Oh.
Tepios. Yes, my MMO journey. Wow,
Sorry.
That's an old vid. That's a really old
I'm
vid.
not
Oh.
Welcome.
Oh, Ben
I'm laughing at Ben's I'm a naker, and I don't know if that's appropriate for the stream, Ben. I think you should check yourself.
He's a naked baker.
He's a naked baker?
Their muffins
gosh.
are giant sugar pills.
This is true.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. Moving
I'm
on.
a huge fan of their muffins. I like Tim Hortons better.
I like the carrot one, the carrot cake one, I think.
I think it's just a plain carrot muffin.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Well, welcome in, Tepios. We are doing a 14 stream today. I wasn't in the headspace to talk about how fan fiction is or is not
No.
ruining everything. I'm not looking forward to the brain cancer. That is probably going to be that video.
You're gonna need to be in a really good headspace. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be fun. So we're going to do some really light stuff today. But yeah, we love... Why am I saying we love MMOs? Okay.
Are you saying to me? Are you including me in the we? Don't include me in this.
You only do one MMO. You're a one
Keep
MMO
my
woman.
name.
Wait a minute.
No.
You played a little bit of Latro.
I actually liked it more than you did. So
Yeah.
maybe I am a secret MMO fiend. And I just haven't fed it enough.
You haven't unlocked the true
Yeah.
the true MMO. Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
one day I'll get you sucked into Guild Wars 2.
The problem is,
Yeah.
it's really unfortunate, and I know this.
Uh-huh.
The problem is, I unfortunately want to have a real life and get married and have kids. So to have, I just don't understand how people have multiple MMOs on the go when they're like married with kids. I just even now, like dealing with just Final Fantasy, I'm like, oh, I have no life. But maybe if I got Final Fantasy done and then. Because I like to throw myself into things, as you know.
Yeah. It's 30 Celsius. I'm tempted. Ben is tempted to be a nude baker.
Okay, you can do that as long as you live stream it.
Yeah. Do a live stream from your baking kitchen, Ben, and just wear an apron. That's it.
I mean, I'd watch it. To support him, of course.
Yeah.
Like,
Uh-huh.
I'm a good friend.
Where's your boyfriend?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
We need to let Dane know that party is out on the make. That's gonna cost. Ben says it's gonna cost to see him in an apron.
Okay, but like 5 McDonald's cookies, 6.
6 McDonald's cookies. What about like 6
What is
cans?
it, quarter pounders?
6 Rantan cans.
What are Rantan?
Rantan cans are beer that Ben likes to drink.
Oh.
I photoshopped it. I photoshopped it into a picture of Bean. Do you remember?
Or was that what it was? Yeah.
Oh man, that was epic. I wish I could find my Photoshop pictures that I did of Bean.
You probably could.
Yeah. You gotta treat Tepios said you gotta treat MMOs like Path of Exile or Diablo Seasons. He's not wrong, because a lot of those like top-down action adventure games party are very popular among dads, because you can go in, do a little bit of it, and go out.
Right.
The only problem is, Tepios, that some MMOs punish you for taking breaks, but some MMOs don't, and you have to know the difference, I think. Like the Star Wars MMO, I felt like I was just having fun and playing the story and doing my own thing. And I think Lord of the Rings would be fine. I think part of the pressure of playing Lord of the Rings with you and Dane was like, I have different goals when I go into an MMO than you and Dane, I think.
You want the story, no?
Yeah, I like story to be like zapped right into my veins, usually. So.
Meanwhile, I'm just like, I want to wander around and poke at things.
Yeah, and there was a point where my quest log was getting full with quests that I was accepting, but I couldn't always figure out ways to complete them.
Do them?
Yeah, the HUD felt very limited for Lord of the Rings Online. I had some beefs, but I will say I loved the aesthetic of Lord of the Rings Online. It was fun. It felt like Lord of the Rings.
So, for me, I like, you know how people are like super into 4K and is it 8K now?
Yeah.
I actually like when you're dealing with something older to have an older vibe, because it feels more like retro and like original. So that's why I liked it, because it was like, it's such an old story and such an old thing in my mind that having an old gameplay style was like really sweet, and I kind of got a kick out of it. But like you said, I don't care as much about story. So the lack thereof, or the ratchet quality of it, didn't bother me as much. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, hello, Vic. Hello, Jonathan.
Welcome.
We're just talking about MMOs. Tepios was watching my MMO journey. I tried out a whole bunch of MMOs. And most of them I spent 3 to 5 days in them. And then I would just make a gut check, a vibe check. And the ones that I stayed the longest with was Eve Echoes on the mobile phone. And, which is an MMO. And, Star Wars, The Old Republic, and those two were, like, flying through Coruscant was like a dream. That
must have been mind-blowing. Yeah.
I felt like I was in a dream. The visuals for Star Wars, The Old Republic, it's just really lovely. I loved it. I loved my girl. She was thick. She was nice. One of the few times I played a female. But
I was gonna say, you don't often play females, so that's shocking.
But I felt the free trial restrictions quite a bit. The free trial in SWTOR is painful. It's as almost
bad as WoW?
As bad as WoW. Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. And I couldn't afford to pay for anything at that point in time. Yeah, I tried a lot. I tried Albion Online, which is free to play. I tried BDO, RuneScape, OSRS, RuneScape 3, WoW. I tried WoW again. Nothing clicked. It just, I didn't feel connected to my character. Yeah. It was very tough.
Says, I think everyone has that home MMO, though, that you go back to.
Why do you prefer male avatars? I like to thirst over my own character.
You heard it here, folks.
Yeah, I'm not.
She a hoe. She a hoe. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, some MMOs, like I will play, like in Final Fantasy 14, I have a second, I have an alt that is a female girl. But when I'm playing a fantasy game, I like to look at handsome men. I'm not one of those women that likes to go around and scold men for enjoying some thirst trap. Like, I don't care if guys do that. I do it myself, but reverse, obviously. I'm straight.
But you're basically a man, so I mean...
Okay. But you also play a boy, so what's your excuse, lady? Yeah. Yeah.
I'm probably a bit misogynistic. I just think men are cooler, and...
Oh.
I don't know. I think it's like our little brother does the same thing. He's like, I just like, most people play men, and so I like playing women. Like, he gender swaps. For me, it's like, yeah, I'm not, like, I have my alt, Nadra, who I make all girly, and that's fun to do. But I think it's like, I like the idea of playing something not myself.
So this is...
Right, exactly.
This is Party's...
Why are you zooming in?
Well, just to show that he has freckles.
Yeah, he's very cute.
So this is Party's avatar.
Well, his hair is different now. It's better.
Yeah, his hair is better now. Air quote better.
Shut up. I also, to be fair, I'm sorry to my boyfriend, but he is also more my type, although I'm not necessarily into tall men. I do like the more tanned, dark-haired. So I do think he's very beautiful, and I, like, sometimes when I don't play him for a while, I'll log in and I'll be like, holy he's so cute. So I will say, like, there is a certain amount of, like, attractiveness that you want in your avatar, but I just, honestly, I love, like, because I'm sure most of you know, but, like, Checo and I have made, like, a little, like, RP with my character and her character, and I'm the uncle who's more dour and serious, and she's the silly hoe of a cat girl, and it's like really fun, and I think I wouldn't have had as much fun if it was like two girls. I don't know, it just feels like more natural. But like I said, I have Nadra, who is completely opposite from Koa.
Do you have a photo of Natra that I can share?
Yes, I do. Obviously. Kidding me? All the glam money I've spent on her?
This is my female character. In Final Fantasy 14. So I do play female. It's just I like to play a guy, and I like to see a man. And there's not enough, like, a lot of the cat boys are gay. So I am making it worse by also being a gay cat boy, but there's an aspect where, like, if more straight guys were playing a male cat boy, then I would absolutely make a female cat girl and then try to marry one of them in game. Low key, high key. But all of the guys are aura, so I have to fulfill my own fantasy. Basically, that's why I do what I do. Tepios, what? Since you're new in chat here, do you want to introduce like some MMOs that you've enjoyed in the past? We all know what Ben is playing. We all know what Jonathan's playing. Vic, I know Vic is somewhere here in chat. What is Vic up to these days? We know that Ben is trapped in where winds meet. Them shitty aura players.
Yeah, who'd want to be an aura?
Well, at least Ben's aura and Dane's aura, they have like paler skin with darker hair. That's better, but
they could be a Lala. Oh wait.
Oh.
Boom, roasted.
Yeah. So I'm guessing Ben is like, Did you know, Party, that Ben is like that guy in that meme screaming at the gate? Let me in!
At the gate for what?
They have lockouts in Where Winds Meet.
Oh, timing wise.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Ben is like that guy who's like screaming at the gate, let me in! Let me in!
Poor Ben.
Ben is in the FC house. Why? Is he trying to be Mr. Ronery?
He was watching me while I was crafting, and then he like went into my crafting bench, so it looked like I was crafting a Lala. I thought it was very funny.
Oh, guess who has just arrived? Okay, so Tepios plays WoW, ESO, and FF14. You know, I tried WoW. I've been trying it again. SEO, I didn't vibe perfectly with the combat, but I will say
Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah, but I will say that the visuals for that game were really lovely. The music is gorgeous, and the inventory drove me nuts because it's lists, not like little icons. But anyway,
Lists.
Yeah, it's just like playing Skyrim.
I've not played either. I kind of want to try it, but
yeah. ESO has actually probably got one of the most competitive player. Like, if I was going to say who's competing with Final Fantasy for housing, variety, and stuff like that, I don't think ESO, like the stuff that I've seen people make in ESO in terms of housing, is very much rooted in the world of ESO. So you would love it, Party.
What do you mean by rooted?
That means like there's no modern stuff. Like in 14, because there is, you know, 14 is a science fantasy technically, right? So there's going to be that science fiction element.
Yeah, 100%.
ESO, it's not like that, I don't think. So the housing that I've seen for it is really solid, and unlike Final Fantasy 14, everybody gets a house. And also with ESO, if you unsub, what's the monetization? The monetization for ESO isn't so bad. That's what I've heard.
Like in paying extra?
Yeah, so I'm trying to remember what it is. I think you can play a chunk of it for free. Like there's a bunch or a little bit. It doesn't... 14 has the best free trial, period. Hands down. Like you won't find anything. But ESO, I feel like you can... What is it that you can do? You can pay for packs similar to Guild Wars 2, maybe? I'm trying to remember the monetization.
Maybe Dane would know, because I think... Was it... Yeah, wasn't it ESO? He can answer it, but I feel like him and his mom would play it and stuff. Or am I thinking of another one? Maybe I'm thinking of Skyrim.
Yeah, so in ESO, I'm trying to remember the housing thing. But essentially, you can have a house, and you pay for it with your in-game money. And once you have it, you have it. You don't lose it, like in Final Fantasy 14.
So there's no timer?
No.
Okay, that would be like my only complaint about Final Fantasy housing. I don't even care that it's hard to get a hold of. Like, if you want to work and grind and get money, and you have to like stake it out and, you know, do all that stuff, I don't care. The fact that I could lose it is just stressful. It's so stressful. What if I like went into a coma and you didn't remember, and then I got my shit?
Put it in your will.
I mean, I had bigger problems than a coma.
Put it in your will. Put it in your like secondary will. Say, if I go into a coma, here's my Final Fantasy 14 login, and
it's very
please
important.
Keep the sub alive. I need my FC. Okay, so Dane says the ESO monetization is awful. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate.
but the housing, you don't lose your house. But the
Okay,
monetization.
well, that's a pro. I will say that's a pro.
Yeah, it's a pro. But there is some issues with the monetization. I remember the wizard bro, the Russian wizard bro, was talking about monetization, and he put Final Fantasy as the standard by which
Russian what?
The Russian wizard man. What's his face?
Who the f is Russian wizard man?
Asmongold reacted to him. I love him. He's so wild. He's not everyone's cup of tea.
I'm talking about like he's like blonde, like dyed blonde.
No.
Am I crazy?
Here, wait 1 second. What is his name? Oh my gosh, I can't believe he pops up in my feed. Oh, you know.
I'm drawing so many blanks.
You have not seen this guy. So basically, there's this bro that Asmongold reacted to, and it was seriously hilarious. And he's kind of like, he's very edge, and he's a lower tier content.
Very edge.
he's a lower tier content creator.
Okay.
And basically, let's see if it's not Lazy Peon, the MMO wizard. Does Jonathan know what I'm talking about? The guy who starts with poof.
He starts with poof.
Yeah, when he comes at Divium Furor. Oh, I love this bro. He's wild though. He's here. I'll show. This is his channel. This is his channel here. Have you seen this guy? You probably haven't.
No.
He is yeah. So I don't watch tons and tons of him, but he did this one part where he was talking about MMO monetization, and he basically put how can I say it? He put the monetization for 14 is like, according to him, is the standard, and he's a major MMO bro. Like major MMO. He's done all
Wait,
them.
He thinks FF14 should be the standard?
Yeah. Like is the standard. Gold standard.
Interesting.
Because like he plays a lot of the Russian and Asian MMOs that are extremely gross. And even
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Russian MMO.
Yeah. Like
I have so many questions.
Well, like for example, a lot of the Asian MMOs go straight to Russia and they get Russian localization.
Really?
Yeah. Because like Russians are super grinders.
Well, they go hard at everything they do, so yeah.
Yeah. He's okay, let's just play like see? He starts out with poof. Here. I'll turn up the volume so you can hear this. But he starts with poof. And then he comes in.
Poof!
See?
Greetings, Internet. I hope everyone is doing well.
Stream, so
Today we have a celebration. Wizard Kingdom had hit the milestone. On YouTube we accumulated over 31,000 subscribers. It's all thanks to you that press.
He is weird. Like his first thing that Asmongold reacted to was hilarious. It was so this is called Skill or Bill. And this one he did 2 years ago. You can see I watched it because I was curious.
Right.
And he actually played through Final Fantasy 14 and he had some interesting critiques and feedback, which was really funny. But there was this one that he did, which was the one that Asmongold reacted to, because he played Lost Ark as well. He is crazy. Oh. Asmongold, Divium, Fur, React. Final molding. Oh, yeah.
The Hassan clip.
I forget which one it was. He starts out with "Greetings, comrade."
Wow.
Anyway, he did like this one where like it had weird interval. Anyway, TLDR, he plays a lot. He has like no life.
I can relate.
He did Lost Ark, he did New World, he did ESO, he did Final Fantasy 14, he did WoW, he did Aeon, he did Aeon 2, he probably did Terra. He's been everywhere. He's probably like MMO STD land, but
is he like unmarried? Like just has a bunch of time? Like I guess
I don't know.
Does he do this full time?
I don't even know. But anyway, he had some interesting stuff. Mirosa had to restop 14 for no reason beyond keeping my house. Well, then they got you. Grendolf. I'm pretty sure they'll still have loot crates too, but it's been 2 or 3 years since I played ESO seriously. I dipped into ESO drama about 2 months ago when a particular raid series caused a huge chunk of this one subsection to leave because they felt like the devs weren't listening to them. I was like, okay.
Oh, shit.
I mean,
that's awkward. But hey, that's what you should do. If you like don't want something and you don't feel like heard.
Yeah. So
like you know what I mean? It was probably the straw that broke the camel's back.
Well, and the problem is if you're like them and ESO is all that you play, just like people who only play WoW or only play 14, you don't actually realize how good you have it or how bad you have it. And it takes more time for you to finally realize, like, wake up. I personally think there are some things that Final Fantasy 14 has been too generous with, and it has resulted in the community sometimes being a little bit unfair. And so then the few times where 14 is like, no, you're going to have to pay for this, they freak out. But it's partially because they have been, in many other instances, much more generous than most MMOs.
I mean, their free trial alone is like crazy.
Yeah.
Our little brother played and he was like, you can't trade on the free trial? What is this? I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Tapio says, I believe it. 14 is some of the least strong-armed ones out there. Yeah. Oh, Jonathan points out, it helps that for 14, their cash shop is not in the game. There aren't links to the cash shop in the game. And that is a huge thing. Yeah.
I love it.
In Mother Russia,
have I spent too much on their game?
Yeah, probably.
I've spent too much on their store, but it almost makes you feel happier about doing it because you know you have to seek it out and like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like here, buy something. Here, buy something.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about your mobile game spending?
Look, you're not Caleb Hammer.
Okay.
This is not financial audit. Oh, we should start a Final Fantasy audit. Oh. It's not good, but you know, I could be doing drugs, so there's that.
Yeah. The Caleb Hammer episode is she spent 5,000 on mobile. Could you imagine?
He would 100% be yelling at me about my credit card being hooked up to my mobile games. He would be very much.
But you're better now.
Yeah. I would say so. Merge Dragons.
Yeah.
Excuse my French, but fuck that game. That game is so predatory. I also have zero control, but okay, I have like a little bit of control.
Okay, what?
But that game was like really predatory.
Do any men here in chat? Because let's be real, most of this is bros. Are any guys here in chat familiar with Merge Dragons? Does anybody here know? No use credit card, bad. I don't know why Ben is talking like he's talking to a 2-year-old here, but this is Merge Dragons. This is part of it. I played it for a little bit and then I went crazy and I uninstalled because I was like, no idea. Merge Dragons is like this. And you're like merging and creating stuff and clearing the clouds. There's a completionist feeling that when you clear a section of clouds, it feels really good. It's kind of like, I guess the best equal thing for you guys is like when you beat a final boss in Elden Ring or Where Winds Meet, you're like, oh, I did that. It's kind of the same feeling. Unfortunately for me, it's not a strong enough emotion, so I can walk away from it really easily. But Party, so let's talk about it, Party.
Well, it's just...
What actually broke the camel's back? Because you spent a lot. You opened up a lot.
I don't want to total how much I spent. Like, not as much as certain people have spent over games. Like, I technically, like...
Yeah.
Like, let's say I have Final Fantasy for, like, 10 years. I'll have spent more on Final Fantasy than this. But the problem is, like, to me, because this is the thing about... Sorry, I'm sidetracking. I just think, like, it's... Like, me spending money on, like, a dress for Nadra is a permanent thing. It just feels different. These items that I was buying were, like, for events, specifically. And it was like an event, so it would last like 3 days. So I'm spending a shit ton of money on an event that leaves, and I don't get really anything for it, really, except for I don't know, more dragons and like it was stupid. It was stupid, but you're like, it's like you're strung out, and you're just like one more event, and like each event, their events were really hard to finish. Our other sister played it too. And, like, they were, like, basically impossible to finish unless you spent money. It was just, like, really brutal. But then you want to finish it at least once so that you, like, can feel that, like, power. And then, yeah, like, there is a certain amount of, like, addiction. It's like a roulette. You know how, like, for example, Instagram was designed like a roulette machine where you pull it and you refresh it. It's similar with these games where, like, you think if I just get a little bit more, I can get, 3 of these, which will then make 3 of these, which will mean, like, so it's just you're in your head trying to constantly be leveling up. It's I don't know, especially for women. I'm sure men have their own type of game where it's like that, but for women, this kind of like organization and like it's like they unlocked this part of our female chimp brain, which I don't believe in, but theoretically the chimp brain for females where it's like you get a little shot of serotonin every time you clear a little bit of the map or something. Like it's just, yeah, it just hits different. But it's in that case the Merge Dragons, even the other one, Merge County. I still play Merge County, and I do spend a little bit of money sometimes on their events. But overall, I've like trained myself to be like, you don't need to spend money. This event doesn't matter. This is nothing in life. Like, real life is more important. So it's helped a lot. But Lord, yeah, it's bad. Don't hook your credit cards up to your phone. That's all I'll say. After Christmas, I'm going to be deleting them and giving my credit cards to you. because I'm not like severely in debt or anything. I just like I don't like feeling addicted to something. I'm very like it bothers me, so I'm trying to like slowly peel myself back out of it, and yeah. So Mm. You're safe. Chico, you're really quiet, apparently.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Did you adjust something?
I may have accidentally hit something. But basically, long story short, in case people couldn't hear me, my personality and then the system that I set up helped me to never feel embarrassed about what I spent in a game. Like, I never ever felt like, oh, I there were a couple times where I was like, I shouldn't have spent it there. I shouldn't have spent it on that. But I never felt bad about how much I spent.
I shouldn't have spent that. I should not have spent that.
Yeah. I don't think it was more not about how much I spent, but more like I just shouldn't have spent it, period. If that makes sense. So I've never ever felt like I overspent. It was more like the little that I did spend, I probably should just, it was a waste. Even though I only spent like $2 or $5. It was still a waste.
Yeah, but then you could get into the whole idea of the psychology behind spending, which is like kind of like trying to fill the void or trying to distract yourself from staring into the void, because that's kind of part of it as well.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's where I'm saying is like, I think some people just don't have, and you were saying like some people are activated more easily than others. I tend to like mentally close down at some point and then I just walk away. Like
how nice for you.
Like Punishing Greyhaven. I was playing it, I was enjoying the story. I saw something happen with a skin and I'll go back and
like a literal skin?
Yeah, like a skin for a character. And
okay.
I remember just kind of like, oh, that's not great. And then I put it down and I didn't go back. And I think part of what made it very easy for me to not go back, besides the fact that it suffers from mobile game narrative, like the narrative is good, but because it's on a mobile phone and the limitations that comes with certain mobile phone narratives, between that and, like I said, the monetization, it kind of like limited it kind of chilled my internal investment, for lack of a better term. Like I end up actually just uninstalling and walking away. It's very, very easy for me to do that.
There's honestly, so this is the difference, right? I can do that actually pretty easily. I don't struggle with walking away with most games. I've gone through a lot of games on my phone. The problem is when I feel flashback to my ex. When I feel like I've invested enough energy and time into something and money, I have a hard time letting it go, because I'm like, well, I already did all this. So like if I'm playing a game and I've already put a lot into it and I'm invested in it, and then I'm like, shit, like it's taking a lot of money out of my wallet, I have a hard time ripping myself away. because like after a point I put so much into Merch Chickens, the thought of like pulling myself out of it would be like a waste because I had already spent so much money. So then they get you even more. As I said, the psychology behind it's actually sickening. So now I have it uninstalled and I'm like, it's just a game. So you have to kind of talk yourself and slap yourself out of it. But that's, I think, where I'm different from you is like you're a bit more mercenary in life where you're like, I don't need it, it's fine. But I do get more invested the more energy I put into something, for sure.
I think for me, they can get me with the story. If the story is good enough and I like the story, then I will become extremely obsessed, and I could very easily see myself committing longer than I should. But you are right. This is one reason why, like, the sunk cost thing is something that I am currently grappling with in another area of my life that has nothing whatsoever to do with gaming, where you're putting money into an effort and then you're like, should I have even embarked on this effort? But then you're like, I can't go back quite yet. So then you're kind of like, okay, well,
you're like hovering in the middle. Yeah.
Here I am. So I understand the sunk cost fallacy. I've definitely have felt that in other areas of my life for sure. Right. Just not with the mobile game. Part of it was actually, and this is the weirdest thing, was Final Fantasy XIV, because before that I was putting money into Love Nikki and Eve Echoes, and some merge games. So I was definitely spending more on my mobile phone. And then I tried out 14 and I was like, what am I doing? And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna uninstall this game and this game and this game and that game. So that did help me a bit because it made me understand what I was looking for and how these games weren't giving me what I was needing. So then I jettisoned like 4 or 5 games. I just was like, nah. Yeah. And then every now and then, right, I'll have this moment of madness where you just kind of want to merge something. So I download, like, I don't know, Merge County.
Did you say where you just want to murder something?
Merge something.
Wow. I was like, huh?
Yeah, like you just want to merge something. So then, like, I downloaded one of the old merge games that I had, right? It saves my progress.
You know what that is? That's your rare feminine urge. I hope you embrace it. So
then I played it, and then they were like, you're out of energy. I said, well, time to uninstall the game. I uninstalled my feminine energy. I was like, fuck that shit. No.
It dissipated very quickly.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, no.
But then you could raise the question of like, time is money. So then it's like, because I've played games. Oh my gosh. There was this one game. One of my old friends from our hometown would also play. I think she was like, oh, you should try it out. And it was like a roulette game where you like spun the wheel.
Oh no.
And
why?
It was, I can't even explain how complicated this game was. It wasn't just like you spun the wheel, you like leveled kind of stuff, and you had like your own kingdom kind of thing that you protected. It was like a hole in this thing, and you could attack other people.
Was it Clash of Clans?
No, it wasn't. But it was like a roulette based, like almost like gambling. Not gambling, but like kind of like you like spun this like ticker thingy, and you tried to get as much money as you could, and then anyways, the whole thing. I didn't spend a single ounce of money, like real life money, in that game. The amount of time I invested in that was diabolical. And I look back now and I'm like, why the hell did I spend that much money on a stupid, like for me, I think Final Fantasy makes my life better in some ways because it's like, it makes me think about different things. There's different moral truths, and you know, excuse me, I've met so many wonderful people on there. Like, it's amazing. But those games were like nothing, like added nothing. In fact, it only took hours and hours from my life. Like, it was so bad, Chico. Like, I look back on it, I'm like, what was I doing? So sometimes I like think about the mobile games I play, and I'm like, is it also worth my time? I don't know.
Well, especially because you're at a stage right now where you aren't dead in the grave like Wooly and me. You still can get married and have children. Ben,
Maybe. We'll
Wooly, myself, we're like lost causes.
Wow,
So,
wow. Okay.
So, like, I do sense I think there is a point in time, though, like, once you hit, like, 40 or 45, you're like, oh, geez, I fucked up. Well, oh, well. And you gotta just keep going. Might as well keep digging. But, all of that to say, I do think... How can I say this? I am not one of those people, as you know, right? I've said this multiple times. I don't have this pretentious kind of belief that all of your entertainment or all of your enjoyment has to have meaning. But there is a level of self-respect that I think some people no longer have. And
She's talking about me.
They take it up the ass. They get, what is it that Ass Mangold says? The salad full of dicks. They're a dick eater. So, like, I think there are some people who have gotten lost in the sauce and they're used to being treated like shit, and they now just think it's fine. We're all fine here now. But yeah. Jonathan says, I'm proud that in Zenless Zone Zero, I haven't spent a single cent on it for a year and a half. And I feel I've gotten 70% of the characters that I wanted. And Wooly points out that if you understand Hoyo's pattern, you can do fairly well in their games as a free-to-play. So there are mobile games that you can leverage. And once again, I don't think Punishing Grave Raven is the worst mobile game. It just reminded me unpleasantly that I'm playing a mobile game. And I think as well, like, some people are used to it and they kind of can live with it. And I go away from mobile spaces and then I go back in and I'm like, oh, like, oh, Lord. But yeah.
These pavos.
Herman's making rare feminine urge. Did you see what Jonathan wrote? Control-Alt-Delete estrogen. Time is money.
Don't give her ideas, guys.
Time is money is sort of true, but applying it to your recreation is a bit silly. Yes, but there's a point where you recognize that if you have control issues, you got to put down hard barriers and limit what is detracting from from unnecessarily. Like if you don't have a hobby, yeah.
Like if you want to just sit alone at home and game all night every day and don't care about making community or moving forward in life, however that looks like, then sure. But I do think, like, I get into the rut of, like, I spend so much time online and gaming that I don't go outside, or I don't text back all my friends, or I don't catch up with family, you know what I mean? And then you just start to lose, you know. And I would say I'm more, as you said, like, I want to get married and have family, and, like, that will have to shift priorities. But I guess that's, yeah. Like, I don't have a problem with excluding time and money in recreation, but if recreation is every single night, then that's no longer, like, you know what I mean? It's not, you have to start questioning yourself if you're not doing responsibilities and just having recreation. I guess that's where my time and is money ideal comes in.
Well, also, at the same time, you are somebody who's always thinking about, like, I'm not spending enough time with family. I'm not finishing my hobby projects. Like, you beat yourself up a lot more than I do. I just YOLO one way or another.
Well, I see my weaknesses very clearly. And I don't like them. So then I try to, like, fight it a little bit. But then, you know, you and I are kind of bad influences on each other. So we just kind of zen each other out. Stares at the undone Christmas embroidery.
Yeah. That will get done at some point. Surely.
For next Christmas when I'm not even here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, look at what happened tonight. We forgot to bring it, so we weren't doing it when we could have been doing it.
Yeah, I didn't even It went right out of my head.
Yeah, we didn't do the Stardew Valley prep either.
Yep. We're useless, really.
Yeah. It happened. Actually, I remembered the Stardew Valley prep, and I thought to myself, fuck it. We'll figure it out on Tuesday.
Was this when we were chatting with Mom?
Nope. It was actually before we left home.
Oh.
Yeah. I could have reminded us, but I decided not to.
I was thinking about it when we were talking with Mom, and then I was like, and then we started talking about what Fury brings, and I was like, extremely titillated, so I forgot. Not titillated at the book, at the conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. Let us know if you do get titillated over the book.
I'm never telling you if I get titillated at the book.
Jonathan says the pure manifestation of time wasting is playing Cookie Clicker.
I saw that. What is Cookie Clicker? I've never heard of this.
No, you're not allowed to look this up.
I'm Googling it as we speak. I'm so sorry.
Ben is Googling the nearest ledge. Apparently. Tepios
oh no.
Says, what's the cutoff for it's over? Well, that's where I wanted to know from Party, kind of like where it happened. I know for me it happened. Party, you need to get your man in order. Your man is...
no. Should I ban him? Of course he thinks it's fun. He's toxic. It's fine.
He bought some ships in Star Citizen, so Cookie Clicker is probably like small potatoes.
Light work.
Yeah.
No reaction.
Wooly points out PGR doesn't paywall power or gameplay. No, it does not. I want to get back into it.
Oh, that's good.
Their skins are premium priced. Oh boy, howdy are they. A solemn and joyful Advent to you. Yes. We lit our second Advent calendar. Advent candle. Candle.
Sorry, folks. She's been at the drink.
Yeah. Yeah. We lit our Advent candle and listened to Dad read some scripture and a commentary. And it was pretty good.
There were some personal assumptions made.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I think we'll make it through.
Yeah, it was about no room at the inn. If you know the Christmas story, then you know. Yeah. PGR, good game. Pricey, premium. Oh, man, what am I? Okay, wait 1 second. I'm gonna just...
She just short-circuited. Sorry, folks.
So I forget who I was talking with, and then I went and looked some stuff up. And I'm just hiding. Remind me later. Idea stubs. Yeah. Okay, so this was WoW expansion pricing versus Final Fantasy XIV expansion pricing. Okay.
Screen is black. Am
I know.
Crazy?
Yeah, I did that because I didn't want people to see all of the YouTube videos that I've been scripting and not recording at all.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, now they know about it, so it's just as bad.
Okay, but they don't know how bad it is. So anyway. So if we look here, you guys actually can't see this because it's so small. That's stupid.
Okay, so it's Dawn Trail 40 Canadian. War Within 65 Canadian. Midnight 65 Canadian. Dawn Trail Digital Collectors is 60 Canadian. So the jump is $20 for Dawn Trail. And 25 for War Within. And 25 for Midnight.
But then there is War Within Heroic Edition and Epic Edition.
What are the differences?
With Epic, you get to play the game like 3 days earlier, and you get housing earlier and something else. There's some, like, obviously you get more stuff with each tier. Yeah. But look at the difference in prices. Isn't that nutty?
Between the basic and the epic?
Yeah, so here's basic 65 and epic is 115. And the max for Dawn Trail was 60 Canadian.
Like that was the digital collector. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lord.
Yeah. And for Dawn Trail, for the base 40 CAD, you could still get the 3 days early as long as you pre-ordered it. But for this one, you can... I don't think you can play... I think you get housing early for all of it, but you can only get early access to the expansion if you get the epic version, I believe. Just the pricing on that is wild. That's not including tax, by the way. This is base.
It says it's cute. You lowballed 3 months.
Wait, who's lowballing 3 months? Oh, Wooly says, Chico, you've been complaining about not uploading videos for the last 3 months. This isn't a secret.
Wait, when's the last time you posted a video?
I don't even want to think about it.
I'm looking right now. Oh, no.
Is it bad?
It's 4 months.
Did I lose subscribers?
Nope. You've stayed the same pretty much.
Oh.
Yep.
I've been kind of avoiding looking at the page.
No, you didn't lose it. I think you did lose a few and then you got more, to be honest, but you pretty much stayed the same.
Well, maybe I can like copy Valve's do nothing still win thing.
Or you could just churn out some content. Damn.
I have gotten too much in my head, I think. I need Party to say something. Party said something like a day or two ago to someone else, and I took it too hard to myself. Yeah.
What did I say?
You said that things don't have to be perfect.
Oh, really? And you were like, oh.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that. I tell myself it to just do it, right? Like with my writing, I'm very much like, I won't learn unless I put it out. But for some reason, when it comes to videos and talking out loud and like sharing my ideas with the public, I get way too perfectionist. I want my ideas to be perfect.
Why do you think I have a seizure every time you send someone my blog? I'm like, are you effing kidding me?
But that's your writing.
But that's your writing.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about my writing.
What are you worried? Well, isn't your videos the same as your writing? What would they hate about you?
No, my stories are stories, right? Like if I get criticism from that, it's something I know I can fix. But with a video where you're sharing ideas and you're like talking about something thoughtfully, I don't know. Maybe it's because I've just become hypersensitive to how stupid people are right now on YouTube. And I don't want to be part of them. So then I overthink it.
Oh, God. You're so annoying. Just shut up and make a video. Like, people here are coming to your streams because you're interesting and they like hearing you.
Yeah.
I mean, are your videos imperfect? Sure. Are they awkward? Sure. But you are an awkward person. So you're being sincere in how you even make videos. And people obviously enjoy that. You have 806 subscribers. So you're doing something okay. And like your goal isn't to be like perfect. Well, I mean, maybe it is, but.
Well, I like having my bases covered, and I have to recognize I can't have all my bases covered. Yeah. Yeah. And I will say that, like, guys, you don't know how many times I've gone on to stream only because, like, Party kept telling me that I was going on to stream. Don't worry about what people think of you. They don't. It's I think it's not just about what other people are saying. It's also how can I say this? I'm holding myself to the standard that I hold a lot of other people to.
Which is impossible?
Which might be impossible, but it's
no
still...
one can ever be perfect.
No, but it's better to like strive for higher quality than.
I disagree. I think it's better to strive for authenticity. And look at Asmon. His streams are fucked. He is fucked. There's nothing perfect about what he does, but because he's funny and interesting and honestly right a lot, like sure people don't all love him, but like I would say like he won me over because he's like genuinely an interesting person. Not like he's kind of fugly. Like I say that with all love, Asmon. Like he's far from perfect.
Well, he's like lower your standards. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like you can't. You know what I mean? Like you're like a. I was just gonna say you're like a female Asmon, but that's really mean. You're not.
Well, actually, I do have like a mild gap in my teeth, right where he has a mild gap in his teeth.
You still have most of your teeth, so you're still up on him.
Yeah.
And you're not balding yet.
Yeah. I have the opposite. I have a lot of hair on my head still. Yeah. But I am kind of like the female Asmongold sometimes. Like yes. I have down swings. And I'm like, I'm an Asmon girl. Yeah. No, actually, it's not about the presentation per se. It's also like the ideas. I want to get my facts and my data straight. That's actually the problem. It's not the presentation. It's like the data. Like I just feel like I haven't researched enough, or I'm missing something, or my perspective is skewed, and then I overthink it. That's my problem. Which,
I mean, is not just applying to streaming. That's just your view on life. So I understand why that would trip you up. I think.
Yeah. It's my failing as a human being is I just over worry about being like data wise, information wise, like having my bases covered. And I have to recognize that maybe the review, I'll just put like a disclaimer on the front and say like, this is my first consideration, and then it is what it is. Yeah.
Like, let's say you made a video and it was like wrong and you found more information.
That's
you could
true.
Just make another video and be like, hey guys, I fucked up. You know, more information came out. Like, you know, or on a stream. Like, I don't know. Like with Asmon, there's times where I know I'm talking about Asmon more, but like.
Yeah. It could be true of many people you watch.
Yeah, like if anyone made a mistake, they can just come on and be like, "Oh, oops. Like, sorry, guys, I made a mistake. I thought this."
Yeah.
And it wasn't true. My bad. And then move on.
Jonathan said if you had big enough chat, they'd correct you on wrong facts or bait you with false ones. Could you imagine? Okay, what kind of false facts would my chat today tell me? Well, we're talking about MMOs, really. But I guess they could be like, did you know that... I don't even know what they would say. Bait us with false ones. How dramatic a fact do you think you would screw up? Oh... The imagination boggles. I think part of it is when I went to university, for the final year, we had to partially run the classroom and present a paper to the class and state our position, and then provide questions and have like we were supposed to have a debates. Right? Supposed to have debates. And the first time I went to one of these classes, and I obviously didn't choose my turn to be at the beginning, but I didn't choose it at the end. I put it toward the beginning, like in the middle toward the beginning. And part of it was I wanted to see a couple people do it, and then I wanted to get it over as fast as possible. And I just remember the panic attacks I would experience before because like I would just feel so stressed about presenting what I was presenting, even though I knew what I was presenting. and I had a strong sense that I was correct. There was always this overwhelming concern that I somehow missed out on something, and I was completely. And when I would see other people do that, make that mistake, it would just like exacerbate my concern that I would do that, because anyone can do that. Some you internally divorced academia. Yeah, I think it is a mindset, but it's also my personality.
You get really in your head about stuff though, because you're already in your head.
Yeah.
So you're not in your body. So it's just something you have to be kind of smacked out of sometimes, probably.
Yeah, that's why like having chill people who like don't stir the pot too much when I need to calm down are great in my life. Or who are like comment on the situation but are not like crazy, like you know. Like party. Like potato.
Le patate.
Le patate.
Yeah, I mean, and for me, like I was saying, oh, this is so cringe, but I'm gonna tell you, for our work, sorry, hold on. So, our work did like the social, and instead of not social, it was like a after action review for the month, and instead of doing like an after action review, we did like I think I told you about this, where like we chose 4 things, 1 thing to talk about and 4 things: hopes, heartbreak, history, and heroes. And I chose heroes, and I actually said that you're my hero, and I was like talking about you and like rizzing you up, and I just like, I think what I said the most was like, you are, we're kind of perfect for each other, because like I like bring you grounded, and like in terms of like, I remind you to like eat food, or like, you know, or calm down, or do something like that. But you also remind me, it's not about me only, and there's 2 sides. Like, I'll never remember you yelling at me, being like, there's 2 sides to every coin, and like consider what the other person is going through, or how they're, you know, and help me understand our mother more. Like, just, it just really gave me more logic in my youth, and it helped me be a person. And so like, I think I just like our personalities and how they kind of, you know,
get into a workout routine, says Wooly. It will anchor your mind in your body here and now. Speaking as a fellow skull dweller. Yeah, I probably have to, she says as she double checks certain things. Yeah. I mean, getting like feeling my physical body is a thing, but party is super awesome. That's why I always riz her up in Discord, because like she genuinely, like, if I start spiraling mentally, she will be like much more grounding, especially because like I'm a closet hypochondriac, and if I don't keep it, like if I don't nip it in the bud, I can get mentally bad, but I don't talk about it with other people, because other people in our family have done it out loud, and I think it's kind of cringe.
Hey, I say it out loud.
but
That's rude.
I've recently started doing it more and being more honest with some of my family about like how sometimes I'm feeling worried. I will tell Party now, or I will tell another sister. Before I would never tell anybody. And Party is genuinely like one of the most cheer-inducing people. If you ever meet her in real life, her eyes sparkle. She has these quirky eyebrows, and like she's just like a force of nature in the room. Like everyone will laugh around Party when she's in the room. But
So smart.
But I think because I'm not like that, I always look up to people. I feel like actually Dane also has like a warm charisma as well. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good time.
Yeah.
I guess.
It says Jonathan is asking when I'll get a new yacht. Yes, that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I would love a yacht. Tell me when you get one too.
Ben says he's going to visualize you as a potato from now on, I think.
Honestly, like Chieko kind of doxed me a little bit because, you know, like it's basically me right now in this picture. So
yeah,
it's kind of awkward.
Yeah, except that I didn't put hair on your potato.
Oh, well, I'm bald, so it kind of works out. It's
Balding.
a wig.
Balding.
I never told you.
It's a wig. I'm like, oh, is Miro going
Your
to bed?
hair's thinning me. Shit, my wig's getting old.
Well, rest well, Miro, if you're going.
Yes, good night. Is he sleeping or are we boring?
Yeah,
Sorry
maybe.
if it's the latter.
Okay, speaking of, we've been talking about us. What about chat?
Yeah.
What has chat been up to? What has chat been playing? What games? We all know what Ben has been playing. But Ben can pretend that we don't know and tell us all over again.
Yes. Tell us about how you aren't playing Where Winds Meet, Ben.
Yeah. Tell us how you aren't playing it and you are hard coping as you are waiting for the time gating to be lifted.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know I saw Dane recently playing more Enshrouded. I'm trying to remember.
He sent me... Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
He sent me screenshots in the game, and, like, I don't want to play it because, to be frank, I don't have time for more games. But, like, the aesthetic of the game looks so pretty.
Yeah.
Like, dang.
Yeah.
I was like, frick.
Yeah. If we finish one of our other...
Yeah. Million games.
Yeah. Yeah. The reason why we were talking about Stardew Valley is because our father has evinced interest in trying it out again. And as
Yeah, again.
As Party and I are very slow gamers, we are going to try to get our dad to play Stardew Valley again with us. And it will be extremely slow, very chill game. So, yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
Yeah. He wanted to play Where Winds Meet, but it killed his laptop, basically. That's the long and short of it. Yeah.
He was so excited. He was like, no, I can't.
I know that Miro was trying Street Fighter 6, I think.
Yeah, with
Jonathan?
Jonathan? Was it Jonathan?
Yeah. That was pretty cool. Jonathan says he has access to Marvel Token Beta. I barely touched it. Instead played Octopath Traveler 0 all weekend. That's a title.
I was actually just thinking, I'm like, what is Octopath? That sounds sus AF.
Okay, so Octopath Traveler, what I can tell you, Party, is it's a game from Square Enix, so from the same folk who do Final Fantasy. Octopath Traveler is a turn-based JRPG, as far as I recall. It's the 2D HD type. Our brother Min-Maxer played it quite a bit, I believe. It's a very beautiful game. Very, very beautiful. Okay. Great music. Solid story. I don't know about Octopath Traveler 0, though. I would assume it's within that IP, but I don't know if it's good or bad. Tepios is doing 14 dailies and Morrowind DLC. Sounds relaxing.
Good night, Vic.
Vic is going to bed. Rest well. Party would love the building. My favorite part is there's a tool that lets you put climbing vines and flowers over your buildings.
Bro, I would be like literally obsessed. Do you remember V Rising? How you could make ivy? They were on all my buildings.
Yeah, yeah. You were putting them everywhere. It's amazing that the walls
obsessed.
didn't. It's amazing the walls didn't fall down from the holes.
Okay. You know what?
I'm engaging my immersion Andy bullshit.
Yeah.
Realism.
I'm gonna slap the shit out of your immersion, Andy. something cucumber. Something go fuck yourself.
What has Wooly been doing? Take this cucumber and go upstairs.
Close the curtains.
And go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
How long have we been talking? Oh. It's
80 minutes.
It's about an hour and 20.
Oh boy.
Wooly is trying out some games Seth reviewed. Quasimorph and Star Sector. So far, Quasimorph has been scratching my difficult game itch. Awesome. I love Seth Zine Tech. Turn your family tree into a family circle.
Oh yeah.
Incest Simulator. 80% of my time in that game is just building a village for all the NPCs, but I love the exploration too. Wow, he's selling this. He's selling it hard.
He wants me to get it. Is it a multiplayer or is it single?
I think it's co-op. Octopath Traveler 0 is a reimagining of the mobile game Octopath Traveler, Champion of the Continent. They removed the gacha and added new characters just for this version of the game. Wow. Okay. That's nice. Wooly is trying to get like Hugh Jackman. He's buying heavy-duty resistance bands for his workout. So now I'm imagining Wooly to be like... Oh, who's that anime character that's like an older man but super jacked?
All of them?
You know what? Godbird. That's...
Oh. Oh, no. No.
Complete with the oil. Dane says it's multiplayer and he has a server.
Ugh. Of course he does.
Ben is throwing shade. He's throwing down with Dane in chat. Come on, fight, 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 fight.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh! Oh no, never mind. He's like, shade, sorry Dane. Dane, argh! Joking.
Why are they more... They're so nice.
They're too nice. They're honorary Canadian citizens by default now.
Trash.
Herman has carpal tunnel, so he got wrist heaters. Okay. I'm going to guess...
Heaters?
Okay.
I want these.
I'm going to think... Okay, so is the carpal tunnel from your writing or from Dungeons and Dragons Online? That's the question we gotta ask. Or is it something else?
Dane just messaged me a smug emoji. He thinks that I'm gonna get into intro. No!
I don't have the genes to become super jacked unless I juice, which I will never do. Well.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting.
You never know until you try. Unless, he's probably tried.
Well, he's getting heavy resistance armbands. What are those going to do then?
They give heavier resistance? Just a guess.
Non-stop coding. Okay. So that's like long-term damage. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah. That's going to be you in about 20 years.
It's me now. My right finger, my middle finger, for some reason, is like arthritic, I swear.
Oh, well, time to get some wrist heaters.
I think I actually want some because I feel like that would be very nice for the winter because it gets cold out here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really hard life. Okay?
How cold is it right now? Because it was snowing when we came back home, right?
When we came back home?
Yeah, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's minus 11 right now.
Oh, that's not so bad.
But that's, yeah, I'm not sure if that's how it actually feels or if it's like, you know how it's like the base temperature?
Oh, right. So, they're saying it could go down to minus 18.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And they're saying it's minus 13 right now.
Yeah, so it probably feels like minus 13, but it's technically minus 11?
Yeah, maybe. No, it says it feels like it's minus 20.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Do we trust the weather network? It was really cold because you were screaming as you were walking from the car to the apartment.
The problem is, like, it was cold, but it was, what's worse is the, it was the wind. Oh, poor Herman.
Herman says he has issues with his right shoulder because of radiation damage where a nerve is getting pinched. If I don't use wrist braces at night, I wake up with severe pain in my hand. Interesting. And a warning to us all, I suppose. Ben saying we live in a freezer. Yeah, if we go outside, we are definitely stepping into a freezer right now.
Keyword go.
Yeah. We only go outside if we absolutely have to. Resistance bands will let me mimic lifting without going to a gym.
Yeah.
I need compound full body strength training to keep my aging corpse functional.
Wow. Well, this chat is chipper.
Yeah. I think chat is in shambles, really. We got a corpse, we got Ben. We're not going into what Ben has. And then we have Herman. And you know what? Maybe Jonathan. We still got Jonathan in here. Jonathan's probably doing okay. Tepios, let us know if you're not doing okay physically.
Are you dying? No kidding.
It's supposed to be a snowy and cold winter this year. Where I was living earlier, Herman, further south, much further south, you wouldn't see snow probably until January. But up here where I live now, it's beautifully everywhere. So at least I'm cold, but I'm not... I have something to look at that looks nice.
Mm. You do get inordinately peppy when it snows. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. It's odd.
It's cute, but
well,
it's weird.
I mean, this is the snow biome season. I expect to go outside and hear the Terraria snow biome theme.
I was going to say, I should start playing the Terraria snow theme on our TV.
Yeah.
So that, like, anytime you come out of your room, it's like...
Oh, Jonathan is...
4 a.m.
Just, like, make a collation. Oh, I should do that. Put, like, the Terraria snow biome theme in a mix with Snowline Rollick from the Dawn Trail Zone.
My gosh. Just make, like, an 8-hour mix.
Yeah, that's what I need to do for myself.
This is...
Choose one of the Skyrim ones. Yeah.
Definitely don't make more videos. Just focus on making music mixes.
Yeah, that will drive Wooly crazy. He'll start, like, fomenting.
Yeah.
Right, Wooly? Wooly's
no,
like...
he'll just make snippy comments in your chat for the rest of time.
Yeah, that will be funny.
Boom. Roasted.
Shots fired. Fight back, Wooly! Jonathan says he's suffering from old age just like everyone else. I'm pressing X to doubt, because when I talked with Jonathan, he sounded very young. But I will say this.
That's not a good... That's not a good...
I will say
sound
this.
Young.
I remember...
You're fine.
I remember Jonathan saying that he has, like...
Are you about to share personal comments?
Well, his family
He's got this
background...
weird rash.
His family background is like Filipino.
Okay, yeah, you're definitely just.
So, like, maybe that's it. Maybe that's why he sounds so young.
I feel like anyone like near 30 or over 30 just starts getting aches and pains. Even if you're fit, your body starts to feel it.
Wooly is getting congested due to his mucal membranes refusing to self-hydrate because it's so dry.
Why does he gotta say it like that? It's just so horrifying.
Wooly can turn almost anything into an actual horror show. This is fascinating. Mm-hmm. But I'm also kind of like, isn't that a little weird? Is that normal for Mediterranean winters? Is that a normal Mediterranean winter? Tepio says he's doing fine. He's eating rice and chicken.
Yo, baller.
I mean...
Hold on. No. We need more details. Is this like white on rice? Is this like boiled chicken? Is this flavored chicken? Are we talking shish kebabs? Are we talking...
Is this like Asian fusion?
Fry?
What is this rice and chicken thing?
I don't play with chicken, bro.
What is chicken? This chicken.
What is chicken? What is chicken, bro?
It's, yeah.
Sorry. You're getting tired. I'm like...
We are both running on not enough sleep. That's what I'll be saying.
Yeah.
When did you go to bed last night? Yeah.
When did we stop playing last night?
Poison.
My favorite.
Yeah.
Adds a little spice.
Ben won't ever forget the chicken.
Oh wait, he's mocking me.
Yeah.
You little shit.
I know. If we were in Twitch, if this was in Twitch, we'd be having a bit more fun.
I'd be Nina limming him.
Yeah.
Kidding.
Nina Linning. Nina Linning him. Wow.
I'm
Dang,
kidding.
get your girl in order. Ben, never. Dane says.
Wait, is he saying?
She's saying she doesn't fuck with chicken, so I think he's confirming that you do not.
Yeah.
Right?
He'd be like, I'd be like, I want chicken. He'd be like, will you share? And I'd be like, absolutely fucking not. Get your own fucking chicken. Well, I'll share almost anything, but my chicken is a no-no.
I think for me, that would be my eggnog.
Yeah. See, I know better than to try to steal it or ask for or get in the way of your eggnog and you.
Yeah. Chicken.
So, yeah.
Oh. Okay, so Wooly says it's normal for early winter to be chilly. Okay, but this extreme low humidity is unusual. It's even causing vegetables and flowers to wilt early. Wow. It's the end times. Jesus is going to come back soon. I can feel it in the water.
Okay. Oh, all right.
I can feel it in the air.
Okay, Galadriel.
All that once was. Okay, Tepio says it's just casamiento and grilled chicken, lol.
I googled casamiento and it says Salvadoran beans and rice.
Is this some sort of South American dish?
Latin American culture?
Yeah. Interesting.
It sounds pretty good, I'm going to be honest.
I can feel it in the ring.
Yeah.
Have you ever had casamiento? I haven't.
I don't know. Not like, I couldn't say offhand. I mean, I've tried obviously different.
Well, he's calling us a nerd. We had a rainy weekend like 2 months ago and ruined a lot of the strawberry crops here in California. Wow, it seems like wacky weather everywhere.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Like it wasn't expected. Oh, I guess because it's like, what? That would be...
Can you imagine moldy strawberries?
I can. They're at the supermarket.
But like, imagine the sadness. There's nothing sadder than a moldy strawberry.
I'm gonna be honest. I have a hard time with like bought strawberries because they're just so big and sour. So, it's a hit and miss for me with strawberries.
Yeah,
But
I think for me,
I
in my
agree.
head,
Moldy strawberries would be sad. Yes.
yeah, it's the rarity, right? It's like you had one thing to do, and that was to be a strawberry, and now you're moldy.
Also, like, how does that work? Are they not prepared for rain? Like, I have questions.
Yeah, I guess not. Somebody got entitled about their weather.
Yeah, damn.
Oh, Tepios is self-identifying and doxing himself as coming from Southern California.
Uh-oh.
We got 2 Southern Californian people in here.
California is lovely.
Yeah, it's great. Isn't your ex from California?
I don't want to talk about it. It's,
Okay. All jokes aside, this makes the casamiento make more sense, right? Because like the southern states of America tend to have like a higher degree of like South American Latin culture, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Although maybe casamiento is Mexican. They probably... Do Mexicans want to be conflated with Latin? That's the question. Where's Tab? We need Tab in here.
I don't know. Is this okay for us to be asking as white woman?
Yeah.
White straight woman? I don't know. This is crossing some boundaries.
Well, I mean, Hispanic
Susan
people
better
are...
come down on us.
Hispanic people are white until they are running across a border and then they are no longer white. Then they are a person of color.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my theory. California Guide, here for the flood or the fire. Strawberries have 2 weeks in season. Outside of that, they always taste wrong. You know, Wooly has a W here, I think. Because
you might be right.
It's unnatural to have them beyond a certain season.
It's unnatural.
It's unnatural. A
So
natural
is
desire.
Lynn wearing pants, but here we are. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, like Ben, the naked baker.
Speaking of unnatural.
But we shouldn't be joking. We don't know what Tepios' background is. He
Nor
could
do we
be.
care, to be honest. Well, I don't. It doesn't matter who you are. We're gonna have fun chatting either way.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless you're a commie, in which case, get the fuck out of here.
Uh-huh.
Kidding.
Yeah.
We also love commies too.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Which kind? Random
Are they
tangent
hot?
fact. Since I keep hearing white women in fighting games, there's a specific crouching kid animation that's called the white woman kick. That is all. Crouching.
Hold on. What?
Crouching kick animation that's called the white woman kick. Okay, now what is this? White woman kick.
Anything?
White woman kick fighting games. White woman kick brought up some interesting videos on YouTube. That's all I'm gonna say.
In the abuse way or in the female empowerment way?
Rich white girl sweep. I don't know. We'll have to wait for something, a video from Jonathan.
Either way,
YouTube can't. White girl sweep. Okay. That
somehow that's even worse. I don't know why, but it's even worse.
Okay, white girl sweep.
Oh my god. Did Becky just do the white girl sweep? No. That's what I'm thinking.
There's also the rich white girl sweep. Okay. All right, so this is probably going to give us all brain damage. This is probably going to give us brain damage, but I mean, like, we're all pretty much brain damaged after this
That's
week.
the best
anyway.
kind of damage.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here.
Dude. Wait till you see the... No.
Is this what we're talking about?
Hold on, the stream's delayed. Oh, so it's like a
Is that it? Is that it? I don't know. You guys let us know.
So it's like a leg sweep, kind of?
Yeah.
So you go low. It sounds like a cheap shot.
Yes, but it seems also like the legs are together and then you're like kicking together from a low angle. My question is, why is it white woman? That's the question that I have. You are a white woman.
I am a white woman.
Yeah.
We are all white women here.
Okay. Have you ever done a white woman sweep?
No, but I've bit people.
Okay.
Does that count?
All right. Why were you biting people?
I don't know. Well, I do know, but...
You're not going to say.
Well, one was when I was like 21 and someone stole my chocolate bar.
Wait, really?
Okay, for clarity, it was when I was doing like that. Like, do you remember when I used to help out that special needs camp?
Right.
Volunteer. Well, you have like a very severe lack of sleep because you're on call 24/7 to help your children, like teenagers and adults that you're taking care of. So you get very little sleep. So by the end of the week, you're exhausted. You're like psychotic. You're out of it. So like by like day 4, I was exhausted, and so we were all joking around upstairs, and one of the guys took one of my chocolate bars that someone had gifted me, and I bit him. I thought it was funny, but he's like, "You bit me." I'm like, "Yep."
Did you bite him on the hand?
The arm. I bit him on the arm. Yeah, I didn't make him bleed. I definitely have bitten people hurt before. Anyway, I'm kind of making myself sound very violent, but I don't bite people anymore unless they ask. And even then, they have to pay me. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But well, Wooly just said in the chat, like, that's something few people could really do. So, like, I don't think a lot of women, even white women, because, yeah, I don't think that's something people could, unless they're, like, cracked up, maybe. Cracked out? Cracked out.
Well, I mean, it's a fighting game. What do we expect?
Yeah. Like, that's an insane amount of, like, ab power you would need to have to go on your leg and, like, go on your hand and then kick out.
I mean, like, it would be like, how are people in Naruto jumping from tree to tree so easily? Are all trees spaced out equally throughout the whole forest so they can just jump from tree to tree? Like, sometimes you don't ask those questions. You just play the game or watch the show.
I just assumed they were, like, pushing themselves forward with, like, chakra.
Well, they are, but how is it that there are so many trees all together in such a way that they're always bouncing at the same time?
there's like
With an
there's
even
like,
rhythm.
There's like outtakes where they're just smashing into trees.
Yeah, Wooly, that's my question is like, okay, we got this side sweep. Is there like somebody who did something really stupid and that's why they named it White Woman? Because it was like a woman who was trying to do it and then epically failed? Rich white girls are hiding their true power. That must be the answer.
Maybe it's like rich white drunk girls, you know?
Did you see the clip of Asmongold reacting to that one rich woman talking to a dating match maker? And she has
Which
like a
one was
list. She has like a list.
Oh no.
But it's like, is this actually true? Like in this day and age, it's hard to tell if it's true or not.
What do you mean what's true? Like if
it was like a skit or not.
Oh, well, I think it's in between. I don't think it's the truth that women are like extremely, extremely particular, but I also think that women are too particular. You know what I mean?
Well, this one was something else.
Well, you know what though? I appreciate her saying it out loud because the other issue I have is like, because I'm part of like that dating server where I met my boyfriend, and like a lot of the girls will have these expectations that are okay, like they're like, you should have some standards, but then they have like these unspoken ones that they try to pass off as like, spiritual, and I'm like, just say you think he's ugly, like fuck, like like you're not more pious because you said your futures don't line up. Just say you think he's hideous and move on. Like,
well, this particular female was like, I want him to be a Christian, but I don't want him to be too Christian and not take his religion too seriously because I don't want to go to church every weekend.
No, that's retarded. No one's like that.
And I was like, so you want a nominal? Like.
So you want a pussy.
And so it was really interesting because like you said, at least she said it out loud, but that was one of them. That was only one. Another one was like 5'10" is acceptable. He has to have hair. He has to have a morning routine where he does some fitness and he has like group accountability, like the detail for her.
I'm not going to lie. There's a niche of women. There's a niche of women who are like this. They are generally more well off, more privileged, and they just like, I'm not shading that because that's a blessed way to live, but because they're so privileged, they don't understand, like, or sometimes some of them didn't have siblings. Sometimes some of them have brothers or dads that are living in a particular lifestyle that is accommodating to that kind of lifestyle. And if you want someone, like I know someone pretty close to me that has a high expectation for men, and it's because her own dad has, in her mind's eye, been this kind of high standard man, and so she wants one like it. But in my opinion, I'm like, your dad has issues that you don't know about or he didn't tell you, because no man is perfect and no man is going to be like having his complete shit together when you meet him, unless he's like 75, and even then I don't know, I X'd it out. Just as you don't have your shit together, to be clear, because women might have a morning routine and go to church every week, but they're still manipulative, scheming hoes. So like, I don't know, it's just this like, it's egotistical.
Tepio
it's
says,
really shallow.
One of my boys said he wouldn't date if a girl didn't look like his 14 cat girl. He's still searching after 4 years. Yeah.
TPOs? No, you're lying. You're not. No. I need to know his address. I need to go slap the shit out of him.
I mean,
and anyone who's going to be a moron like that. No, you know what? Actually, good luck to him. Maybe he will find her.
Yeah, maybe.
Has he tried the local SPCA?
How does this high expectation woman react to high expectations from men? There's the problem, Wooly. There is the problem. Yeah. I feel that if you as a man or as a woman have some high expectations, okay, that's a human thing that some people have. Just be ready to take the heat as well, because you got to receive what you dish out to a certain degree. He's early 30s, Tepio says.
Oh no.
Oh dear. Oh no. Where's Ben? Where's Ben with the Count Dankula voiceover? What happened?
Oh no. What happened? Honestly, that's just really sad. I mean, like, and I'm assuming you've tried to like be like, bro, that's not gonna happen. Cause like that's the other thing. Like, are there girls in this woman's life who are like, bitch, you crazy? Please.
Well,
Check
I
yourself.
also think I will accept it from certain men. Like, I'll just look at them with pity. It's the conservative ones that I give no quarter to, who say shit like that.
Well, but the problem is, let's say you're a woman with high values, and you meet a man with high values, and you both do your morning routine together, and you go to to church, and
but not too much.
Perfect, but not too much. Like, you can still say fuck, but you occasionally like pray when you're like in trouble or something. The problem is, like, what happens when that man or you don't meet up to each other's expectations, and you have this expectation to be at this certain level? I'm not saying you should accept like a piece of shit person, but like the problem with these people who are like, I need to have this is like, at some point your person, especially if you have children, they're not gonna be able to keep that up. So then it's like, what do you do? Like, what if your wife gets like a little fat? What if your husband stops making 6-7 figures, right? Like, what do you do then?
Yeah. I tried to sway him, and it said not lowering standards, it's just getting a bit more realistic. Yeah. One thing is, like, we right now we're having a pushback against body positivity, right? So this body positivity trend was coming from a place where unkind words would be said to people who were overweight, right? But it got to a point where it felt like people were essentially cheering as other people were eating themselves into the grave. So there's this pushback against it. And so you got the Sydney Sweeney type people. But the problem is that I'm fine with your average central or even center left bro, like, cheering for that. But then you have these wannabe conservative men who are talking about beauty and aesthetics and women and health and fitness, not realizing that if the same woman who assumedly is as conservative as they are is going to want to have children, and what those children will do to her body, it's like there's like a gap between what's in their head about reality and what actually reality looks like within a body over time. And so I just wonder if some people actually know what they're talking about. And I've come to the conclusion that some people don't know what they're actually talking about. They don't know. Care to search for Saint Chrysostom? Oh, I love Chrysostom. He had some interesting ideas on I studied Chrysostom in when I was taking the Bible. I took a class in church history, and I did a paper on Chrysostom. I didn't know that he. Are we talking about John Chrysostom, right? Not Chrysostomus of Smyrna? Homilies? Should I write down the word homilies on marriage? Because it's technically a homily, no?
I'm still struggling with that whole cat girl thing. Because, like TPO said, it's not lowering standards, just getting more realistic. How do you... Maybe I'm being mean, but, like, how do you say without, like, irony or joking or sarcasm, like, you have a fake fantasy character. Like, they're not real. How can you expect to find a real person based off of a video game? I'm still struggling with that. It's like, what? Anyway. Did you find it?
I found one.
Die?
I found one, and my eyes targeted this paragraph. A wife should never nag her husband. You lazy coward. You have no ambition. Look at our relatives and neighbors. They have plenty of money. Their wives have far more than I do. Let no wife say such a thing. She is her husband's body, and it is not for her to dictate to her head, but to submit and obey. But why should she endure poverty, some will ask. If she is poor, let her console herself by thinking of those who are much poorer still. And if she really loved her husband, she would never speak to him like that, but would value having him close to her more than all the gold in the world. Furnish your house neatly and soberly. If the bridegroom shows his wife that he takes no pleasure in worldly excess and will not stand for it, their marriage will remain free from the evil influences that are so popular these days. Let them shun the immodest music and dancing that are currently so fashionable.
Shit.
I think it's so fascinating how he's talking about the sober life and the modest life, because it kind of touches on what you were talking about, how so many people think that we are not ready financially to have children, when in reality, you will never actually be financially secure enough to have kids. You just do it and live as wisely as you can, and the rest will come as you choose wisely and as you rely on God and stuff. Tepios is like, I came in because of MMOs and now we're talking about marriage, but sorry.
Sorry, Tepios.
Wooly, I'm going to send the link to you and ask you if this is the specific one. He might have written multiple, but I love Chrysostom. I find that he is less opaque than some people. Some people, when you read it, it's like they want you to just be wowed by how smart they sound. Real people don't exist on the internet? Oh, okay. I guess Ben doesn't exist. Wow.
We're not real. How does that make you feel?
Yeah. Tepio says he's a diehard weeb. I've met a lot of people whose expectation for a partner is off media and fiction. Tepios, this is one of the issues that I've been talking a lot about in my channel and on stream, is how women who are in a mentally unhealthy or immature state will base their expectations of how men behave on romance books that they read. And men base their expectations of what a woman's body will look like or how she will behave toward him based off of his video games, less his reading. And right now we're seeing in culture, like on the news, we see a lot of men getting scolded for their unrealistic expectations, and women are not as scolded for it. But whether women
are they scolded at all?
I don't think women are getting scolded for having those insane expectations, but I will say we are now seeing other women correcting. Do you remember like how they're saying that romance books are like conservative propaganda? So I think there's like women scolding other women for enjoying romances, but we're not seeing women being scolded for enjoying romances because of the high expectations, if that makes sense.
We're not seeing women getting scolded for enjoying romance because of the high taste?
Like, okay, so if a guy is playing like Last Descendant or, you know, Stellar Blade or whatever, or is enjoying
games?
These games are games with very attractive women in them.
Okay, so hotties, got it.
And so then
the bodies?
Yes. And so then the men are being scolded for enjoying that kind of material and for expecting women in their life to be like that. And we can all look at that. And
Aren't those two separate things? Sorry, not to interrupt you. Aren't those two separate things, though?
There's a correlation because some people who enjoy those things get weird expectations. They cross the streams because they're immature or mentally unhealthy. That doesn't mean that it's one-to-one.
The majority.
No, yeah. But there's enough of them that exist. Then they go online and say weird shit. Then people turn around and are like, look at all these men enjoying these hot women. They're losing their blah blah blah, and they use the minority of these imbalanced men as basically like to say that all men are like that,
which is like
not
all
true.
the men in your chat right now would probably be like, yeah, those women are hot, but I'm pretty sure none of them would be like expecting a woman to, well, they better not be, but like I doubt that they would be expecting, like, I don't know, it's just like it's rare that I actually meet a man who's like, yeah, she has to look like, in fact, the people I see most toxic about women are not gamers. They're those fucking red pill pricks who are like, she has to be because I'm a high value man. Like, I don't think it's the gamers that are the problem here.
No. And I would argue that right now, in the romance world, right, we have these women who are enjoying these certain kinds of romance entertainment. They're getting slammed by other women because they're not being feminist enough, because they're enjoying traditional male-female dynamics, right? So there's an internal struggle right now in romance, but there is no one yet, as far as I can tell, beyond like maybe Asmongold and some of those people, who are calling out the unfair standards that women perpetuate because of their immature handling of romance fiction. So like there's very few people calling women out for crossing the streams. For the few women who do that, there's few, like those few women who are not being called out as much as the few men and men in general are being called out. Mm-hmm. But women themselves internally are currently in a undercurrent struggle right now, right? Which we're seeing, right, where we have, that one Willow character saying women are stupid. We're having other people coming out and saying that women are, betraying feminism because they like dark romances or more traditional dynamics between men and women. So we have that internal struggle happening, which I'm here to point out, but there's not enough mainstream diatribes against the minority women and treating those minority women as being indicative of the larger majority. That's not happening the same way it's happening to men.
Well, men are also more likely to just come out and say it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think...
Yeah.
The only time I've seen women say shit is, like, about... Well, I mean, I guess the whole streamer sphere is a different beast.
Have you met a red pill prick in real life?
Okay. No. Not in person, but I've met them online. Like, as in, for example, on one of the servers I'm in, that dating one, I've talked to several, and I'm talking like 5 to 10 men who were not total, like, I'm not talking Myron and whatever fresh and fit level, but they had extremely red-pilled similar ideals. And
what about some of those
horrifying.
Bros at that one church you went to and your bestie got mistreated by some of those bros? They weren't necessarily like fresh and fit, but they were conservative, more or less.
What church was this?
The big one. Before you went north.
How was she mistreated?
Didn't she have issues with dating and the guys?
Well, they're flaky. Like, she has a kid, or had a kid. Well, yeah, no, she still has a kid. But, like, they were flakier and just cringy. But, I mean, like, I guess what I'm saying is it can permeate any space, yes. Like I've said, I've seen it on that the Christian server. Like, it is insane how many men are like, well, I need to focus on making money. Dane can attest. Like, there are definite red pill ideas that have permeated. I know one of the girls was dating a guy, and they worked through it. She actually did stick through, but he was a total asshole about this whole situation, and he started saying things that were like out of a red pill handbook. Like, it was like, I've looked this up, so you shouldn't have to talk to your doctor. I know it's best. You should like talk to me in this situation and not your parents. Like it was extremely like, and then he talked about like how like he was doing ministry with red pill guys himself and how like it was starting to affect him. He thought like it was just this whole thing. So I've interacted with those types of guys. I don't think they're as common as maybe people were afraid they were, but I do think the ideas have seeped in, especially about money and making money. It's I think the most dangerous part of that whole high value man situation.
Tepio says my guild leader had me read some of her romantic fantasy novels. I think it's not scolded because people think any reading is good reading when it's like any other piece of media, some good, some bad. Yeah, I definitely, how can I say this, Tepios? I have a mom who hates video gaming. She may slowly one day come around to it, but one time she was just like, I just don't understand why people can't read. And I pointed out to her that a large majority of stuff that's published is trash and not good anyway. And never was. And never was, by the way. Like, for every single good book out there that is worth reading and passing on to the next generation, there are thousands of absolute tripe. I say that, Tepios, as someone who's...
Oh, okay, you know. Wait, hold on. Were they good romantic fantasy novels?
Yeah.
I have questions.
Are they good romantic? We have some... But staying there is a materialistic trap. Yes, I would say. I would definitely agree, Wooly, that men have to. The red pill sphere can be a way for a guy to kind of wake up a little bit and understand that he has lost self-respect and he needs to gain social control of his life again. I do believe in that and that he needs to have a voice in the public sphere, like, and he needs to be a reliable, responsible individual. I think all of that is very solid, but yeah, it can get materialistic for sure. Yeah, the romantic fantasy is interesting.
I think the red pill ideas are, some of them are interesting, but I just think it creates this divide between male and female and makes this power play exist when there shouldn't be. And I just, like, I don't disagree that some points of it are something that you naturally need to work through as a man. Like, that's part of maturing, is becoming individualized, becoming strong, becoming confident, and like finding your value. And like, and I don't mean value in the way they mean it, but like as in like, I'm hardworking, I'm diligent, you know, I want to have a family, or I want to, you know, invest in stocks, or like, you know, they start to become more interesting or like have a place in the world. I totally think that's good, but yeah, just the way that they talk about women and treat women is never going to attract women. And I've seen it happen in that server where the men are talking and all the women were, I mean, you saw it. I was telling you all about the guy talking about big families, and all the women were like horrified. And then the other guy that I was talking to was like talking down to me because he thinks that if you don't have a certain, you know, it's okay to sacrifice having children for a certain level of comfort, blah, 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 blah. And I mean, you can agree or disagree with that, but like, you know, his ideas and other ideas I've seen in that server is like men, like the guy, the same poster was like, is it a sin to remain broke? And everyone was like, what? What are you saying?
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, there are some guys who are like very, very focused on defining their value by how much money they make or perpetuate. It's very sad. But
well, and then you have to ask like the psychology. Do you want lots of money because you actually want lots of money, or do you want lots of money because you think that will make you be loved or valuable?
Yeah. Well, it's Wooly says here, and I think this is true. It's a reaction to feminism, and as all reactions, it has only part of the truth while mistaking it for the truth. Yeah, I think this is a case where people latch onto something that feels more right than what they're seeing. But unfortunately, they aren't able to go all the way to parse out the negative aspects, and they just kind of go whole hog into a movement. You see it on the right, you see it on the left, where people are not able to critique their own group. And they just, it's like, I found my people, and then they go all in. And I think it's partially part of my personality to not do that, but also because of my personal background, I became very aware of how people are often blind as a group to their own behavior. They
biases.
They are incapable of analyzing themselves adequately. And
oh yeah, and I fail in that too. I get very like in my certain things that I really care about, I get really protective of. I mean, I can analyze myself, but I definitely know that there are everyone has biases, everyone has weak points. But I just get frustrated because it's like I dog on women, but I dog on men. You're similar, I think. And I think that's the point, is like we're both shitty and like we both have issues, and like
well, for me it's more, Dad one time told me when I was in my early teens, he said
like
everyone
okay.
and he said everyone has a blind spot, and so for like the rest of the since then I've like stressed about my blind spot. Where's my blind spot?
Of course you have.
So this is for me, like that's why when Pomo came around I was like, and like, okay, sure, yeah, let's question everything. Let's question why we're questioning everything while we're at it too. So I think that's the issue. I think it's people latch on to something that feels right in that moment, and then they don't apply critical thinking to themselves. They only apply it where it is convenient to them, and that's where I get upset. It's like it's when they go after other people as well. That's the big thing for me, is when they go after other people.
Rules for thee, but not for me.
Yeah. If they were going off into La La Land on them all on their own and leaving people alone and not talking on the internet and just being a weirdo off on their own lonesome, I'd be like, whatever, you do you, boo. But it's when they get into YouTube and they start like chirping, then I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Shut up. Shut down. Ramos wants lots of money so he doesn't have to work. This is legitimate.
Is it though? Is it? I feel like a lot of people get really rich and then they like want to make more money so that they stay rich, and then they just like work themselves to death. Okay, that's dramatic. But like, what would you do then? You just like game all your life? Like, I don't know. I feel like not working is really unhealthy in some way, unless you were like super like helping out people, or like not philosophical. What's it when you're like
philanthropic?
Yeah, philanthropic. If you're like super philanthropic, I'd be like, yeah, okay, cool. But
I also think if you were like a self-starter type of person who is into like
kind of
hobbies, and like you had a gajillion hobbies and you were like quilting and crafting and creating and building and coding and programming and writing and making music and doing all of that in your spare time. And then like if you came into money and could for the rest of your life just turn into like one of those like what's his face who acted as Aragorn is one of them, and the guy who's from Andor, what's his face, but anyway, those types
Viggo
of
Mortensen
who are like doing everything are like the true Renaissance type men. Then you're like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing with your life there. But most of us would just end up like George R.R. Martin, blogging nonsensically and chirping on Twitter. Yeah.
I don't even know what he's up to.
Or maybe he's on Blue Sky. I forget where he is exactly, but just, not writing. Tepio says he ended up reading Akotar and Cruel Prince, which is by Holly Black. It was a trade that if I did it, they'd watch the Lord of the Rings films. This Is this a fair trade?
I was gonna say, do you think it was a fair trade?
Okay, well, Tepios out of Aquitar versus Cruel Prince. Which one do you think was the better one?
What's Cruel Prince?
Cruel Prince is by Holly Black. I looked it up.
Is it bad or good, or where do we stand on this?
It gets a 4.3. Holly Black is an older one. This is 2018. It's a fairy intrigue type thing.
Oh.
Of course, I want to be like them. They're beautiful as blades forged in some divine fire. They will live forever, and Carden is more beautiful than the rest. I hate him more than all the others. I hate him so much that sometimes when I look at him, I can hardly breathe.
Yeah, that sounds like hate.
Okay, Jude, her name is Jude, was 7 years old when her parents were murdered, and she and her 2 sisters were stolen away to live in the treacherous High Court of Fairy. 10 years later, Jude wants nothing more than to belong there despite her mortality. But many of the Fae despise humans, especially Prince Carden, the youngest and wickedest son of the High King. To win a place at court, she must defy him and face the consequences. In doing so, she becomes embroiled in palace intrigues and deceptions, discovering her own capacity for bloodshed. Oh, as civil war threatens to drown the courts of Fairy in violence, Jude will need to risk her life in dangerous alliance to save her sisters and Fairy itself.
Ooh.
416 pages.
This sounds really up my alley.
Okay, let's look at the reviews here. This book features a plot with twists and turns that the readers find very interesting. The world created is wild with depth to the world building. The characters are compelling, particularly the amazing female characters. The romance elements includes enemies to lovers storyline. The writing is well written. Okay, cool. Well written. Let's go back up here. Is there a sample? Sample? Hello? Hello?
Is the sample in the room with us?
There's an Audible sample. I don't want an Audible sample. Fuck Audible. Why? Okay. This is not cool. Kindle edition. Read sample. Oh, thank God. There's a sample for the Kindle version. Yeah. Oh, she has a map. She has a map.
We love a map.
It begins with a poem by Robert Graves. I'd love to be a fairy's child.
Okay, I love when they start with poems. Already doing well.
This is what it looks like. Here, I will, just to keep you more clearly in the loop, I'm going to do this.
Ooh.
So as you can see here, you can see here we have some solid paragraphs. Do you notice how we have, unlike what Fury brings, actual description of what the people look like?
The first sentence doesn't have extreme size of sword.
Yeah.
I'm already loving this.
And then you can see here we got some actual dialogue, a good mixture of dialogue with description. I've seen many impossible things, the man said. I have seen the acorn before the oak. I have seen the spark before the flame. But never have I seen such as this. A dead woman living, a child born from nothing. That is actually not badly written at all. This person, in one sentence, showed to me that they can write something that's elevated. This is much better than what Fury brings. Now, what Fury brings is a shit show. But this, did you see this?
Okay, I want to read this. Can you get me the PDF?
Yeah,
I really like the sound of it. This is like very much my vibe.
Okay, I will.
It's like
look for
first
you.
of all, enemies to lovers is great.
Yeah,
but like I like the way the authoress, I'm assuming, writes.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's
got
Holly
this
Black. Like teen kind of wording, but it's like also very poetic in that way.
She's carrying her syntax really well. It could be.
I like it.
It could be worse. What Fury Brings was an absolute
I'm
trash
just
fire.
scarred.
Yeah. You've been trying so hard to get through that.
Nice. I'm on page like 50 or something out of 161 or something.
Yeah, I'll try to hook us up with this because this looks more Holly Black. I have heard of Holly Black before. Sounds like the opening for Berserk. Yeah, here's the thing, Wooly. Like I said, I've been a proponent for just having fun and enjoying something. But there's like a level where you start crossing the line for me, and then it just becomes like nails on a chalkboard, and then I can no longer enjoy it. You can see what lots of money does to Bishies with some streamers who go nuts. Yeah. Angry literate Chieko noises. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be making a lot of it. I do want to cover the fan fiction video. I want to cover the there's a few things I want to react to. But unfortunately next week, unfortunately, I don't know how to say it. My mom is having her birthday party. So there's that happening. But I could come in. Maybe I could.
Wait, next Sunday?
Isn't it?
No, it's on Thursday.
Oh.
What? Are you on drugs?
Oh, we're just going out to the restaurant, right?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind then. Yeah, next Sunday we'll be reacting to the fan fiction video.
So buckle in,
I found out is 1 hour long. It's 1 hour. Oh.
Why don't you break? No, you.
No, you gotta just rip it off like a Band-Aid.
You gotta have a timer. Get like one of those like countdown timers that you can only talk so long because you're gonna pause it. I can see it now. You're gonna pause it like a second in and be like, you know, this title. I could fix this title. Like I can just see it. So yeah, it's gonna be a long night. Start early.
I'm really, really praying. I'm really praying that YouTube works on its streaming stuff because I want to have like funny emojis, like a spray bottle emoji, and then like Wooly can spam it to his heart's content.
Oh.
Yeah. Could you imagine?
I guess you just got to start streaming on Twitch.
Yeah. And then chat can like spam like specific emojis or whatever that are like calming streamer down or telling streamer to stop overreacting or like.
Yeah, but at that point, there's no point because it would just end up being them spamming it all the time.
Oh, and then Wooly should get one that just says Chief. Come on, Chief. or his favorite phrase, you're missing the forest for the trees. I'd say Prince is slightly better, but they're both kind of low effort. I mean, yeah. They know what they are. Exactly. Aquitar is just a Game of Thrones fanfic? Probably. Like, look up both maps. They're the same. The thing about most art is most art is derivative, right? Tepio's, like, most art is derivative. But I think the issue is that most people who don't have their heads up their asses will admit that I'm just having fun, right? It's the same thing with bros enjoying GTA or an MMO, right? Like Lost Ark or whatever. Like, as long as you're not lost in the sauce and you aren't lying to yourself about what you're handling and you're just admitting I'm having fun, I think we're all good. It's when people start getting weird about it and they start getting like defensive and start making up shit. That's where I think the problem is. Like where you get academics trying to hand wave away the problematic this or that, or they're trying to like pretend that this is fine when sometimes it's fine, but sometimes it's not fine. So it's yeah. Yeah. So right now you have lots of people who are giving 5 stars to What Fury Brings because they like the idea, but the execution is very shoddy. So
wait,
yeah.
I wasn't. People gave 5 stars to that?
Yeah. Yeah. Unironically, because of the idea.
That's unfortunate.
Ben says, you don't check chat mid-rant. How could we stop you?
This is so true.
I like to give people the illusion of power, okay?
Asman, is that you? I felt like something evil he would say.
Yeah, Tepios, it is good to be able to recognize that they know what they are and that they aren't the fantastic literature that some people would like to think that they are. But are they enjoyable for some people? Yes. Are they as good as the original, writing of, let's say, Tolkien? No, obviously not. Nope.
But isn't that the point, though? Like, if I had to read Tolkien every day, all day, I would actually blow my brains out because I don't want to read the same thing.
Yeah.
I like these kinds of books because they're simple and they're easy, and I could just have a quick read for a couple hours in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to have to struggle through, like, 3 paragraphs of description, maybe. I sometimes get not at you, but at people who are like, oh, these books are simple. And I'm not saying TPOs is either, but, like, some people get really snooty, and they're like, well, this book isn't elevated enough. And it's like, or sometimes you just don't want to have to drag your way through an entire book that's, like, a bajillion pages long. Sometimes you don't need to elevate yourself. Sometimes you just want to chill. If you're only chilling, that's what you used to say when I was younger. If you're only chilling reading books that are super simple and not challenging you at all, maybe you should check yourself. But, like, not every book has to be like, I really had to think hard about this one. Like,
well, for me, my response would be how many of the men or women who are saying these things are actually reading something meaningful on a daily basis that is challenging to them, beyond, let's say, I'm pretty sure Wooly here is reading his Bible and stuff like that, but beyond religious instruction, like, who here is actually trying to wrestle through Brothers Karamazov on the daily without stop? Nobody is. I mean, maybe there's some people, maybe Second Story is, but the rest of us lowly peons are going to have our trash taste that we're going to enjoy once in a blue moon or once every day or week or whatever. I just don't see the point in, like you said, in having that pretension of, like, everyone has to be doing it all the time. It's like, no, sometimes we just want to have our Twinkies, our Joe Louis.
Or, hear me out, fuck off, let me read whatever the fuck I want, and you read whatever the fuck you want, and then we can just mind our own business. Because I don't owe you, like I went through school, I went through high school, I did all of my schooling, I passed with, well, math sucked, but, like, everything else I passed. I write a blog. I'm obviously not completely unintelligent. Why do I need to read, like, super high elevated books? There is actually no, like, I get the idea of, like, you should elevate yourself mentally, and I'm not denying that, but it's like, I can read one elevating book in a year or something, or one elevating book every 6 months, and fill the rest of my time with whatever I want. Like, you can't tell me what to do, and also that doesn't mean that I'm not, like, elevating. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I like reading for pleasure. I do not like reading for learning. I will do it sometimes. Like, there are certain books I've read. Like, I've read some C.S. Lewis books, and I've read some other religious books, and I've kind of had to, like, force myself to read them, and some of them are good, but I don't enjoy them anywhere as much as I enjoy reading something like Cruel Prince, because that is just, I love, like, frivolous little silly stories about, like, fantasy and romance and comedy. Like, that's, like, my favorite thing to do. So I just get annoyed because I'm like, that's what I want to read. So why do I have to not read it just because it's not as elevated as something else?
Well, that's where I'm saying is, like, my personal interest. I will read some nonfiction. I'll read some fiction. But I tend to, have my personal...
Oh, smack your lips like that. I can hear you from all the way over here.
Tepios doesn't know yet.
Lucky Tepios.
Tepios is still a Chieko newcomer. But yeah,
no
I have some family members who talk down at people who enjoy popular culture stuff, and I do not ever want to be confused as them. I like my challenging books when I read them, when I find them interesting, and I can see that something's happening that's mentally challenging. But I don't get pretentious about it. I think it's very important not to get pretentious about it. Let's see what chat says. Wooly says I need to read Nine Princes in Amber. I think it's on my Kindle, Wooly. I have to set some time aside to it. Ben says math sucked? ? Party. Good job. Your career is separated from math.
Look.
Yeah.
I didn't fail basic math. I failed like algebra and chemistry. Those are the two I just never figured out. So I can do math just fine, just not that.
Wooly is telling us that we should not spend an hour before watching the video. I think I need to like have my little intro and then just get into it. But for some reason, I sometimes need to ease in, and it's my failing, sadly.
Ease in.
Yeah, ease in. Just the way a man likes it.
Not all men.
Tepios says, I explained to my guild leader that they are fine gateway novels. Yes. If it gives you the hunger for more. Yeah. I got back into reading with the Hedge Knight novellas from my partner. Yeah, I do think that there are better and then there are worse Tepios, right? There are some people out there right now who are doing the scare tactics of like, oh, this is, like fan fiction. I'm like, no. There's some fan fiction that's better than this, and there's a lot of fan fiction that's way worse than this. You have no idea. So it's kind of the same thing, where you have a lot of people who will pick up reading for one reason or another. For example, when I was 12, I was struggling with being interested in reading. And then I read a book called Swallows and Amazons by Arthur Ransom. You may or may not know this book series. And I became entranced, really. And I joined a book club for it. And it was just so fascinating to me. And you never know what's going to set your imagination afire and get you interested and get you trying new things. But the reality is right now, there are some situations right now ongoing in the publishing industry that I do think is making it hard for some types of writers to be more seen. And so that's a worthy discussion to have. But I'm very wary about people shitting on other people for having like a more air quote low taste. Like, I do think you should challenge yourself and challenge where your taste lies. But, like, for example, Wooly kept telling me, oh, this mobile game has a really good story. And he's right. The mobile game does have a really good story. For a mobile game, it is phenomenal. And so you can find great stories in many different places as well.
Is there a but?
No, the but would be that it is stuck inside of a limited form of presentation where stuff is 2D and the characters are drawn on, and it's only like it does a better job insofar as that there are portions of the dialogue boxes on the screen that can be a narrative voice, like a third person voice, like narrative, what you would see in a normal book, beyond the dialogue between the characters. It sometimes, I would say PGR for me was better than Arknights. Arknights, they would be like, look, the sky is burning up and it is red. Do you see how the meteors are falling in the ground? Oh no, the meteors are falling all around us. Oh, we have to run. They had to explain what was happening in the dialogue, and nobody in the middle of like a huge disaster is saying those kinds of things to each other. So that's where I'm saying is, because they had limited access to visuals, Arknights, for example, suffered from this a lot. PGR suffered less. PGR suffered less. By the way, Guild Wars 2 has a similar issue as well.
Okay.
But it's somewhere between Arknights and PGR. Yeah. Yeah. Foxy Duck is here.
Foxy.
Our real Australian man. Not the fake one. Not the poser. The real one.
I'm not the poser.
The poser says, man, I wish I could type. Yeah, we all wish you could type.
Wow. Oh. Okay, just for the record, I did not shade Ben. Checo did, so...
The Butt is the story is presented as a visual novel, and much of the characterization is done by visual design and voice lines you can hear if you have the character. Yeah, there's that too. I love the backstory scenes, though, for each character, Wooly, and PGR. Solid stuff. Yeah, I cut off making YouTube videos. What else did I do? I cut off a bunch of stuff. I stopped doing a bunch of stuff in the effort to do something else. Now I'm like, was that a wise thing to do? I don't know.
We'll never know.
We'll never know. Australian breed man. Is that you? What's an Australian breed man?
Are they trying to breed your Australian?
Are they trying to breed Foxy Duck? Question mark?
That's terrible.
But anyway, yeah. I suck at words. That's fine, Foxy. You should see Ben up above.
Wow. Wow.
Joking, Ben. That's all
right.
I love you, chat.
Oh, that's great. I approve.
Yeah. But yeah, almost all stories are imperfect representations of the vision anyway to begin with. So it's like, you got to be gracious. It's just that sometimes I see something and I'm like, where did the editor go? And that's where it becomes egregious. There's like a level where it becomes egregious for me. And I'm just like, no, like this should have never happened. Yeah.
Where Fury meets, what is it called again?
What Fury brings?
What Fury? See, I don't even give a shit. That book is so terrible. That was my question. Like, where was the editor? That's what you were saying earlier.
Yeah.
Why did this happen?
Yeah. Somebody let the writer down. If it's a real writer. Apparently it has to be a real person, right? But like, holy moly, they got let down.
Unless they lied. Do you think they would have lied about like how mad she was? Like,
yeah. Or she wrote parts of it and couldn't be bothered to finish it and then got a ghostwriter. I've seen that happen. I've seen that happen before.
Ooh.
I may or may not have been part of that kind of a thing happening before.
Where you like someone tried to write it and then you came in?
Yeah. Oh yeah, twice. Yeah.
Like same client or different people?
Different people. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Did I tell you I was recently checking up on the romances that I had written as a ghostwriter?
How are they doing?
Who was I talking to then? Maybe it was Ben. Anyway.
Wow.
I was I was noting that there was some criticisms, but they were all fairly received fairly well.
Well, good for you.
Yeah. But
guess you're not as shitty of a writer as I thought you were.
Well, the thing is, the one they were all cringe in my opinion, and they were shitty, right? Because we can't trust the stars. The stars are just people's objective enjoyment. They had fun, but it doesn't mean that it was good. But the
well, especially if people are grading, like some people we know grade them.
Yeah. We shall not name them. But
no, it's definitely Ben.
Yeah.
I mean, we shall not name them.
Yeah. But
sorry, Ben. We're just throwing you consecutively under the bus.
Under the
bus. There we go.
Under the baking bus.
The naked baking bus.
Yeah, the naked baking bus. Yeah. But I was checking out, like, I had it checked on a couple of the books, and the thing that always surprised me is, like, I don't feel like many of the readers noticed when I took over for the client and was writing for them.
Like the cohesiveness?
Yeah. Like they couldn't see where the stitching happened. Or the
fact that part of being a good, like,
yeah
writer is to be able to make it seamless. I'm complimenting you if that's not clear.
Yeah, I mean, yes, that part's the good part. But what I mean to say is there is still usually it stressed me out. Maybe I once again I might be beating myself up again, but
I'm gonna go ahead and say yeah, you are.
But I do feel like there was sometimes differences between how I handled some things and how the author originally handled things, and so sometimes I would be like, oh man, this is going to feel really like a Frankenstein situation. And so, yeah, like, I just feel like it makes me wonder if What Fury Brings was partially done and then was hastily finished, or was hastily finished by somebody else. And yeah. Party got left right out, says Ben.
What did I got left right out of?
I guess me telling you about my research into the books I wrote.
Yeah, it's okay. I know she doesn't like me.
Jonathan said, Ben is catching so many strays tonight. Hashtag for justice for Ben. Ben Unsowaiter? Waiter? Ben Unsowaiter? Justice for Ben. Ben, you're writing. I don't even know what you're writing there. I don't.
Maybe let Beans type. He might do better.
Maybe that's like a German word that we don't yet know. Benunsoeter. Maybe not. Yeah.
Maybe not.
Huh. Anything else? Wow.
You know, we never got to what we were going to get to. That's awkward.
Yeah. I actually spelled that correctly as well. Ben.
Well,
Ben.
rip.
Okay, justice for Ben. Iter? What? Is this something I just don't know?
I think so. I think we're both lost
Okay, I'm looking this up.
in the sauce.
It looks like it's something. And so forth. In German. It is German. I'm smart. It means etc. It's the German version of etc.
Wow. Isn't he fancy? Look at that.
Wow. Yeah. I could say something that's really edgy, but I will not say it.
You're holding back?
Yeah. I'm holding back.
Okay.
How is this happening?
How do you do?
What the heck?
What the hell?
I don't even know what we're doing anymore. This is terrible. This is going to be an epic fail stream, clearly.
What do you mean? I'm here. Shut the hell up. Your whole stream is elevated simply by my existence.
Yeah, the existence of the potato. Move over, burned peanut. We now have kawaii taro. Or potato.
Uwu?
Uwu potato.
Yep.
Well,
no, we did get definitely.
What time is it?
Almost 1.
Oh, how are you still up?
I'm managing way. I actually went and did like a bunch of I've literally been in game just mining. I got a bunch of fire shards because we were running out in the FC.
Okay.
And then I went and got a bunch of iron ore, so we now have like 800. And then I went and got a bunch of cobalt.
Okay.
So I've been just grinding while talking because it's easy.
3:48 p.m.
Oof.
Is it in the... Okay, wait a minute.
Australia.
He's in the future? He's in our future, isn't it? Isn't he?
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
3:48 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so it's in the afternoon for Foxy. Probably
Like,
similar.
Like finishing work?
Yeah, probably similar for old man Ben. He's probably like he's come out of work. 6:49 p.m. Holy moly.
He's so far ahead of us. It's crazy.
Yeah. That's something else. What about Wooly? Wooly is probably closer to midnight, no? I think he's like probably
What
in
is his time zone
he's
compared
in
to ours? Is he ahead or behind?
I feel like he's ahead, but he's like probably coming. Is he coming off of his work? Still stuck in the looking for work loop. Oh, okay. What's your dream job, Foxy? Like what industry is your dream job?
If you say sugar baby, I know a woman.
Sugar baby?
I'm kidding.
What is a sugar baby? It's
What?
nearly 8 a.m., so he must have gone home already. No?
Oh. I don't know.
Trying to remember.
Probably, right? Because isn't he overnight?
Yeah, I feel like he's overnight, so I think he should be home now. Recently did aged care, but trapped by requiring car. Oh, do you like that? The whole aged care?
Why are you so awkward? Do you like cleaning asses? It's so interesting.
Maybe he will like it. Maybe he likes it.
Maybe he's into the older ladies. Ooh. Or older men.
Maybe they're into him. Maybe they're like, oh, maybe. I remember that cute foxy duck that came around.
What a sweet boy.
What a sweet boy.
Wait, hold on. Oh, man. What a sweet little boy. Why don't you come over here? I got a little diaper I need you to change. Yeah.
It's a fun job. He's actually saying it's a fun job.
Oh, okay.
Wow. One in a million.
Old people freak me out because they're just so old. But they also have so many stories to tell. I could see it being interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's just, there's so much death.
I mean, yeah. But if you work in certain homes, you won't really see that part as much.
It's not seeing. It's not about them actually, like, it's not about being there when they die. It's like you would just continually lose people, right? And you would, I'm assuming, get fond of them because you're, like, working with them and talking with them. And, like, old people are hilarious. And they're also whores. So, like, I feel like it would be hard. It's hard. It's a hard job, I think. But.
Oh, Foxy saying he thought that saying goodbye would be the issue, but actually it's just the situation that they are in. Wow.
Oh, I actually would agree with that too.
I would
help out with the old age homes, and the ladies I talked to one lady and she was like, yeah, I'm always alone. My family doesn't come visit me. And she was like so matter-of-factly saying it, She wasn't like, oh, those assholes. She was just like, yeah, I don't see my family. And I was like, it's just, they put them into the homes and then they just forget about them because it's easier.
Yeah. And also, it's kind of like a picture of what our life is like. It's going to be like if you don't have kids.
But no, these people have kids, but the kids just put them into the homes.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I forgot about that part.
So then they just because to be fair, sometimes they have to, because if our uncle just died and he had to be in that kind of care, he wasn't yet, but they were going to put him in it because he just couldn't, he needed more care. So I get if they're in a wheelchair or something and they can't go upstairs, or if they're overwhelmed by a ton of kids, if you have kids, I'm not anti old age homes or retirement homes, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that the sad part is when they are just not, being their family could take care of them feasibly, but they just don't.
Was it Sweden or whatever that they put the old age home in the same building as the school?
Oh.
So a college was in the same, college housing was in the same building as a retirement home. So the old people and the young people lived together and interacted and stuff. I can't remember. It was some sort of Sweden or not Iceland. It was European of some sort, but somewhere. I just said somewhere twice. Somewhere has done that, and I think that's a really cool idea. I wish we did it here because I think it would benefit both sides.
Yeah. I think for me, it's where I understand if you're letting go the loved one who needs specialized care. It's when the loved one doesn't need specialized care and the family's just being lazy shits. And that's why I have deep respect for some people in our community who are caring for family members above and beyond their call of duty. So,
or above and beyond the expected call of duty, because there are societies where the parents live with them till the day they die.
Yeah,
but differentiated from that so much as a modern like Western society, to the point where it's like, ew, like why would other people live with us? Like this is our home. And it's like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
Like if I could, I would have my parents live with me, but obviously that's not going to work out. But like I'd rather have them close to me so I could spend more time with them. No? But then like, right, we're coming from a place of like great parents. So if your parents are like complete monsters, yeah, okay, maybe cart them off.
Yeah, like Wooly. If you're like Wooly, for example. I'm kidding, Wooly.
Oh no.
What do you think will happen to Wooly? Will he end up being like Tesla? He'll be like, my Virgin Mary statue has laser eyes. Sometimes she flies in through my window and sits on my bed and speaks gracious words to me.
Gracious but scary.
Retirement villages are halfway. You are correct, Foxy.
Yeah. I love those. I did payroll for it was like a 2-building company we did payroll and bookkeeping for, and it was one was a seniors residence and then one was like a retirement residence, and the retirement one was I think a bit more intensive, but the seniors, or opposite maybe, but one of them was more intensive. One of them was like they just came and like stayed there with their husbands or were wives or whatever, and they just vibed, and there was like activities they could do, and they were more independent, but they had communities with other seniors so they could like hang out with them and stuff. They were so happy. They loved it.
I want to write real person fan fiction about Wooly and Ben and Jonathan and Miro and all of the guys in my Discord being in an old age home together and what they would be like.
That would be so interesting because you'd have to age them all so they would get all like crotchety and stuff.
Well, I mean, Wooly's basically there, right?
More crotchety.
Yeah.
Okay, Wooly, you probably wouldn't have to change much.
Yeah.
In fact, you could maybe mellow him out, and that would probably be fine.
The question is, who would be the one that's trying to kill everybody else?
Well, it's not Wooly.
No.
Wooly will be the one that everyone thinks is killing everyone else.
Yeah, but it's not him. Somebody else.
It's always the quiet one.
It's probably Miro with his spotted dicks. No, you know what? It's Jonathan. He's got such a sweet voice.
Yeah.
He's like such a good boy most of the time, but people don't know that deep down inside, he's got this rage from his Street Fighter days.
Yeah, I was gonna say it would be 100% like the quiet one. Jonathan or Vic. Vic is very nice.
Yeah, Vic. There you go. Somebody like that. Like somebody like really innocuous.
Yeah.
Ben. Okay, so you know how like there's the Nurse Ratchet, and they keep taking stuff away from the old men because like you can't let the old men do the thing that they want to do. So Ben's like got like a black market of weed and other drugs. He's like the secret drug dealer.
I think Ben would actually have bribed and charmed the nurses into bringing him more drugs, and then he would market them off. Like I feel like Ben would weasel his way into everyone's favor.
Yeah. So like he'd end up being like the guy who supplies everybody with extra happy pills. and he puts it in his scones. He's baking happy scones. with edibles.
What if Ben accidentally triggers the murderer? He makes everyone high, but it actually makes someone really anxious and they tweak out.
Jonathan tweaks out on weed. The pure
so
boy.
He's a good friendly boy. Who's the murderer?
I hope you guys love our story here.
Oh, man.
Ben says I I have the passed out at the bar alibi.
Yeah, Ben wouldn't even make it to it. He would die from kidney failure.
It's not the poison that did him in, it was the alcohol. Or the COPD.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Jonathan said, I've spent an entire lifetime building a particular set of skills. You will never see me coming.
Taken but old age home.
Wooly pointed out he's already mellowed out significantly from his 20s. Wow.
Interesting. Huh.
Yeah. I'm building in my head this kind of like...
That's actually kind of scary sounding, I'm going to be honest.
Wooly as this, like the Ben Affleck character in The Lost City of Z or Z?
Ben Affleck?
No, Brad Pitt.
Oh, yes.
So it's like that.
Interesting.
That's in my head now.
Okay, I could see why you would...
But less chill than Brad Pitt, like more nutty.
Right.
Because he also has blonde hair before he shaved it off. Like a skinhead that he is.
Right. Is he still bald?
I think he
Are you
is.
still bald?
I think he was. His hair is too much. He's going full aesthetic. He's going to be... Okay.
He is going monk.
Yeah. He's going to be like Simon the Stylite. But they had to bring him in to the old folks home. But he desperately wishes to be alone. And he will always be clutching his rosary and saying the prayers. Yeah. And he's definitely...
saying the prayers.
Yeah. And then he will be having visions of Virgin Mary. Yeah. He's only going to survive from poisoning because he hasn't eaten the food. He keeps flushing his food down the toilet.
Yeah, this makes sense.
He was too drunk, choked on a digestive biscuit, death by iron. Yeah.
Or they think there's a murderer, but they all just died accidentally.
Oh, yeah, that would be really, really funny. There's actually no murderer at all. It's just life. My hair has grown back. Oh, okay. Oh. Time to send him
the building.
Time to send him the Christian dating server link.
Oh, I don't know if I would want to
be responsible for that.
I don't know if it's inflict Wooly on them or inflict them on Wooly. I think it might be inflict them on Wooly.
Yeah.
He would probably rip his hair back out of stress.
Yeah. Yeah. Wooly doesn't want that in his life. He can't. It can't happen.
It's like watching a train wreck.
Yeah. It would be too much. I have just incompetent staff. This is true. Too true to reality.
Oh my gosh.
What is it with women and serial murders? Good question. Bad
hot?
boys.
I mean, no, I'm kidding. No,
Bad boys. Bad boys. It's the I can fix them.
Not for me.
Yeah.
I just
see a serial murderer. That's all I see.
I just see more, like, I just find it interesting.
I choose life.
Yeah, it's not like I'm like, oh, he's hot. You know how people were like sexualizing what's his face, Dahmer?
Yeah.
Foul.
Yeah. I would not do that. I'm not joking. I would not do that. Like, obviously, as a Loki fangirl, I like bad boys. But there's like fantasy and then there's real life.
Is there? Really? I had no idea.
And I just think that some people cross the line with their obsession, their parasocial connection to shooters and serial killers. It's just, I think there's like a weird control. I want to be the one that fixes him and change him type of thing. It's kind of like how some men go for the crazy biatches.
Yep.
I can take the murderer out of the serial. Yeah. Lies.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But all of that to say, like, I do find it fascinating. There was this woman on YouTube, I forget her name, Amanda the Jedi, I think, touched on it. Or was it somebody else? I forget who was talking about the obsessions with serial killers and people like writing fan fiction about Jeffrey Dahmer with Ted Bundy.
What?
Yes. Did you hear about the fan fiction? Yes. There was like them together making cookies and shit together and stuff. Yeah. It's like, I stand these two together.
No.
I'm like,
ladies, get your shit together.
Yeah, but most of these were like Tumblr, freaks. Dare I say that word? But yeah.
Clearly. That
Like,
is so unhinged.
This is niche women. This is not normal women. Like very, very, very niche. One girl got her grandma to make her a Jeffrey Dahmer doll.
No.
I'll try to find the video and send it to you. It's really great. It's really funny.
Why would you? What is wrong with that grandma?
Well, I don't know if the grandma knew.
Oh, so she was like, "Oh, that's nice. He's a handsome boy. I'll make him for my granddaughter."
Yeah. Yeah.
Fudge.
And you know what? I will say this. The doll was very ratchet. So it doesn't even really look like...
Just like his victims after he was done with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's foul.
It might have been not Jeffrey Dahmer. It might have been Ted Bundy.
Serial killer.
But it was a serial killer that they made a doll of. It was pretty... no. The answer is no. But I think shippers have gone far enough. Yeah. I think... But I will say that that's a niche. That's very niche. Very, very niche. I don't think.
And that's probably not changed. Like, realistically, people have been messed up for...
Yeah.
Like, years.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something about, like, Black Widows.
You just can read it now, which is horrifying.
Yeah. Whereas before, I think it was all subsumed or hidden. And to be fair, I don't think that these people are necessarily going out into the main marketplace and flaunting it either. Like, you had to go into these communities to find them.
Yeah, you had to seek it out.
Shipper stands ruin any community they involve themselves in.
I would add a modifier after that in time, because I actually do think there is a rise and fall of fans. And I do think fans sometimes can get to... maybe not every single... Well, hold on. Shipper stands, though. Those are different than just plain shippers, right? Is what he's saying?
Yeah.
Like, they're the psychos?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's maybe, what he's saying there. Yeah. Yeah, especially when...
AKA Swifties? Yikes.
Well, I remember Wooly telling me that sometimes he would want to tear his hair out and, like, go nutty in Reddit and other places where various camps of certain OTPs or pairings would, like, go up against each other and stuff. And how, like, Wooly would want to talk about the story, and they're just talking about whether or not they would want to have sex with this person or that person.
What?
Yeah. Wooly can verify or deny what... But I remember him telling me that he would sometimes, like... Not grind his teeth, but his eyes would be rolling. Like, I think he was...
gnashing and wailing of teeth.
Yeah. Yeah. And it, like, brought down the conversation about the mobile game that he would be involved in. Because they're just, like, completely lost the plot. But, yeah.
That's unfortunate. I'm fine with, like, shipping. Like, you know how... You and I ship Nero and Sid and, like, Amaric and Lucia. Like, there's ships that I have even in Final Fantasy, but if someone was like, oh, I ship Lucia and, you know, what's her face? The lady, the hound, not the hound, like the woman in the, you know, in Foundation, how there's, like, the...
Yep, Hilda.
Like, if they're like, oh, yeah, I ship her and Hilda for some reason, I'd be like, Okay, that's kind of dumb, but like, guess so. Like, I don't know. Like, it's a shipping for a reason. It's just weird that people get so like crazy about it.
I think for me, it's about the vocalization. Okay. Like if you want to go off into your corner and ship whatever it is that you want to ship, I actually don't care. I'm very, very open to people doing whatever they want to do. My issue is when they start forcing their ship down other people's throats. And it's like, no, stop it.
Okay, but what do you mean by that though? Because like, is it
like interpretation wise?
But like, let's say you're online on a Reddit page for Final Fantasy 14 shipping. I don't know.
Yeah.
And someone's like going on and on about how they really love Amaric and Lucia. Is it you? Would you say it's too much if they're like talking about like how they imagine like having a threesome or something, or do you mean like if they're insisting that's the only way, that the only ship there could be, kind of thing?
Like, so for example, let's say in a whole row of various posts of art and different things, you have like this one post that somebody wrote about their favorite OTP and they're just talking about it. You go in there, right? And you just have people having fun with this ship. I actually have no issue with it, right? My problem comes when you have like camps of ships going head to head. And sometimes like they get so delusional, they start actually trying to make it canonical. And
I see.
It's almost like their ship has to be justified and canonical and universally accepted as the best. So it's not, hey, I'm sharing my headcanon here. Isn't this so cute? Is anyone else seeing it? It's not like that. It's like pushing and shoving it into everyone's faces. And if you are like, hey, I don't see it that way, then they will start losing their mind. Yes, like the Raylos. And the Raylo situation got so bad that there were people online who were trying to figure out ways to break up the actor Adam's Driver's real world relationship or marriage, because yes. Yeah, like God, there were these people who were like, could he like imagine if he somehow divorced his wife and actually got with Daisy Ridley? And it was like, it got extreme. Like there was some extreme talk online.
That's so psychotic. I cannot even like, I can't even believe it.
Yeah. And of course, yes, Wooly's like, there's no straight explanation for how X and Y relate to each other. Same thing with the Twilight leads. Yeah. Dane might be in here, so Shadowbringers is spoiler territory. Don't pressure the devs to alter it for headcanon, but I think I know what Jonathan is talking about. There's a hint at a relationship that percolates in Shadowbringers. And you have some people who are in denial about it even happening. And then there's some people who are already ringing the wedding bells before any final decision has been made. So, you know, it can get unreasonable on both sides, I imagine.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't care. Just don't pressure the devs to alter it for headcanon. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. And Wooly was saying that Yaoi, so that would be MM, and Yuri, FF, are a plague in gacha communities. So my imagination is, let's say you have these two bros who are just doing the bro thing. And then they read into every situation there's like a gay pairing or a lesbian pairing. And it's like, you know, no room for any canonical heterosexual pairing, which is, you know, weird. Is she in the Mexico expansion yet? Party is in the Mexico expansion. I am finished it. And Dane, her boyfriend, is just coming out of Heavensward. So that's why we are being thoughtful about spoilers here. But basically, Dane, we introduced Dane to... When did we introduce Dane to the story?
I don't even know.
Does Dane remember?
It was pretty early on in our relationship, so like maybe like March, June. No, March. Were we playing it before he visited?
Yes.
So then probably April, March.
March. Okay. Yeah, so Dane joined FF14 more officially in March, and he's been playing the MSQ through with us, which has been a lot of fun. And Party is still Dawn Trail-less.
Yeah. I'm trailing.
Tepios.
But we've also been like super busy. Like we traveled and then we got sick and then yeah, it's been rough trying to get in time to game, but we do need to
we'll get there. We've been trudging, but not we haven't gotten to the pivot yet. Let's just say that. I think the unskippable Urianger Thancred sex scene was kind of a bit much, to be honest.
Says you.
Tepios, I don't think you were here for when I streamed Dawn Trail, but let's just say that there's a certain town where I may or may not have lost my shit. Yeah. That's another thing is I like to have fun, and like obviously I enjoy some I like my yaoi in doses, but
Heavy
I
doses,
also don't
trashy doses.
But at the same point in time, I don't mistake my personal, how can I say this? When I'm playing the game, I don't try to shove my expectations into it. I go along for the ride and I try to have as much fun as I can. And if there's something fun that happens between a guy and a girl or whatever, I'm like, oh, that's there. Okay, great. And obviously there are some OTPs that have formed in my head that I think might be more understandable than others. But I would never... How can I say this? Sometimes there are people who get so attached to an OTP that if someone else in their vicinity starts talking about an OTP or doesn't have the same OTP that they have, then they start losing it. Like I never want to be like that person. That's just cringe. Is your Catboy married to another Catboy then? My Catboy in my head, I guess right now is a free man. But like obviously when Graha and other people were around, I would, when I see Catboys, I see Catboys. You know what I'm saying? And there was a certain Catboy. There's a Catboy zone that I really enjoyed. Yeah. Excuses. Yeah. Yeah, that's what Ben's saying, Party. Excuses.
Yeah, well, Ben is a hater, so can't please him.
I have ships, says Foxy,
crafting.
but I keep them in my head, even if other people agree. That's a fair thing. That's fair. That's very classy.
I was just going to say, it's very classy.
I also think you should know who you're with, right? Like, Party and I, we can joke around together and it's fine. But if you're with mixed company, it's like, keep it locked down, maybe. In her mind, she is with a red-haired redacted. I'm also a dense Australian male, so sometimes I don't see things till it's too late. Ben says, lies party, your avatar pleases me.
My potato?
It is a cute potato. I chose a really good avatar for you.
You did. I actually really approve of it.
Yeah, it's a very cute potato. Yeah. But dense Australian male could be worse. You could be a fake dense Australian male.
You could be a dense Australian female. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, that sounds...
Kidding.
That sounds...
I'm kidding!
Interesting. Very interesting.
I was being fake misogynistic.
Yeah. Ben's sending dots.
It didn't take much.
Ben is sending dots now.
Whatever.
Wait till party upgrades to a baked potato. Have you ever been a baked potato party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too many times.
Yeah. Like when?
It's summer.
Summer. Yeah. What about
when that sunburn hits?
Or like, have you ever smoked weed?
I have.
So you have been a baked potato as well.
Oh dear. Yes. Although it didn't really hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked drinking more. But anyway.
You like beer more?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Or shots?
No. I am past the age of shots. You can only do shots when you're 20 and you're fresh. Actually, no, I have done shots more recently.
Oh.
But you have to be careful. You don't do
Yeah.
a lot of them, and I never do like vodka shots. Those are dangerous.
Right.
But like a tequila shot, I like tequila.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I
really like tequila.
I think there's like this fear of what if I don't get it down fast enough?
You could just sip a shot. Technically, no one's like gonna be able to like force, unless you're like getting like forced into drinking it by someone, but like you could just sip a shot. Like you don't have to. But there's like little, like there's less, like there's like porn star shots and like there's smaller shots of cocktails I'm pretty sure you could get. And there's some really tasty shots you can get, but the straight up like liquor can be rough. Yeah. But I'm past that time, to be clear. I'm not a...
Yeah. You're
can't
past
hold, my
this.
stomach probably can't even handle it anymore, to be honest. Like,
oh no,
all
look
the
at
digestion.
Your boyfriend is weak.
Oh, that's okay. Now I know how to turn him off.
You just pull out
Hey,
a tequila.
honey! Starts chugging tequila.
And then you just... and he's like, ah!
I'm sleeping on the couch.
No! Not tonight, Josephine. You're like, as I have foretold.
I have like tequila toothpaste.
Tequila toothpaste.
I'm kidding.
Interesting.
That's sad though. I really like tequila. Like in terms
wow.
of like booze, like I find vodka is way more like acidic. Tequila with some salt and lemon.
Foxy Dex says, I wish I could drink, but it requires a certain mood that's hard to achieve for me. You know, maybe drinking's overrated. That's a thought.
Oh yeah. Well, over 25, you start being like, why am I doing this? What's the point? What's the point of living? And then you just,
I think like if you enjoy the taste and you're having like a sip of something nice and you're like, oh, this is something nice, then it's great. But if you're like that raccoon at a certain age...
Well, like, I had a glass of rosé wine out at the Thai place.
Okay.
And our Harrison had a beer, or a couple beers. So, like, I think socially, I'd say I think I could see more of a reason to drink. I find it more fun to go out to, like, a restaurant and get, like, a beer or a glass of wine or something, but I'm not the kind of person who'd be like, it's a Tuesday, let's crack a cold one on a Tuesday night.
I like doing like little mixers. So
we need to order booze. We should order booze tomorrow.
Yeah.
Side note.
Yeah. So I would get like some Southern Comfort and I would put it in like a Pellegrino Or I would get some Baileys and I would put it in a coffee. But I've never been drunk in my whole life, and I am not aiming to have that experience. But I sometimes like the taste of some alcohol. So it's like, I'm not averse to having a little bit of it. It's just, yeah, it's not my complete cup of tea. You drink shots after 25 as an anodyne for life? Yeah. Tepios is a teetotaler. Wow. So few people use that word anymore. I guess I'm like a functional teetotaler, but not really.
It's funny to me because Dane is like, I don't drink. Like, that's when we first met. He was like, I don't really drink. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I don't care. This bitch, okay, has literal, like, a maid that he made.
What?
Home.
What did he make at home?
Like, mead. M-E-A-D.
Oh.
Blueberry mead, I think it is.
Oh. And,
like, it is strong. I'm like, what do you mean? You know... And then, obviously, he has to, like, try it to, you know... So, he probably drinks more than I do. I was like...
This sounds like a technicality.
I'm like... Yeah, I just laugh because he's in chat being like, ew, tequila, no vodka either. But meanwhile, this bitch has mead. Like, I just find it funny.
Apparently, 99% of it is still sitting in the bottles.
Uh-huh.
Actually, Tepios, you are not far off. When I met Dane IRL, he is like a little Viking dwarfular man.
Oh no.
Like, you could see him wearing armor and like a helmet and getting in a longboat, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Foxy said the only time I drink is going to the pub, having 1 or 2 ciders. That's the most you'll see me have. I'm not a loud environment person, so yeah, I've never hit the town. There was a time in my life where one of my friends who was a female, one of my female friends, she would ask me to go out to a sports bar downtown, and we would try to talk there. I was so overwhelmed by the noise and the TVs. So I would end up struggling to pay attention to what she was saying because I would literally be like spiraling into the stupidest sports that I didn't care about. And I'd be like, she's trying to talk to me about her life and I'm trying to listen, but somebody's doing curling on TV and now it's like a thing. I just like, it's very hard for me to like, I have to sit angled so I see no screens at all. Otherwise, my eyes go straight to the screen. It's like a mental illness. Yeah. And then the noise on top of that, it was like, so then we would always end up like finishing our like coolers or whatever. And then we would go walking in the downtown mall and usually end up at a Tim Hortons instead. So...
Sometimes I can't handle it. Not always, but sometimes it's like, it's almost like I'm like extra not in the mood. I don't know. And then like, sometimes I can just like tune it out. And sometimes it's like a drill in my head. All the noise and the talking and I'm like, bro, like I just need to like escape. And then you get really claustrophobic feeling.
Yeah. Ben is calling Dane dwarfular. Or did I say he was dwarfular?
I think you something similar.
I guess people can see not drinking a lot as they don't drink a diverse variety of drinks. Yeah, that's true too. I mean, if I was going to like have to go and drink something, I would also, ciders can be fun. Like they can taste nice. I just think some alcohol tastes bad to me.
Well, then the question is like, why are you drinking? Like if you're drinking to like chill out with friends or something, yeah, sure. But like if you're drinking to escape or if you're drinking to look cool. I don't know. It's like sometimes you just like you don't need to, but you still want to. Like I did a lot of that when I was younger, like going out partying. I eventually towards the end of my partying, I just stopped drinking much because I didn't need to. I could have fun. That's why my name is Party Sober, because I didn't need alcohol to have a fun time at the club, and I realized that, so I just stopped drinking. But like sometimes you need to drink some to feel more comfortable talking to women, at a party. So
Yep. Some women need to get drunk
courage
before they can get interested in their man.
I mean, yeah, same difference.
Yeah. Ben said, as a fellow dwarf, I would never. Well.
Wait, I would never what?
Call him dwarf healer. Oh, Jonathan doesn't drink because he's allergic. Oh, that's fresh. Wow. Okay.
Interesting.
Drunk goggles go burr. I just don't know. I think I've also seen a lot of people drunk, and some of them have been fun, but some of them have been like cringe. You can end up being cringe. Wasn't it Partygeist? I think actually Party did call her boyfriend dwarf healer at one point.
Did I?
Yeah, I think you did at one point.
I don't remember this.
But to be fair, dwarves are a hardy race. They live a long
I did
time.
call him a dwarf because he's short and like broad-shouldered. I don't give a shit. Obviously, I like him.
If you put him in a lineup with Thorn and his group, Dane would fit in 110%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no. My username is on the server as Party Guys, yeah. Because I was always party pooping things. I don't know. It was like a joke. But my actual username is Party Sober.
Yes. Party Sober. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Why are you saying that?
I mean, we're going to order in some alcohol soon.
Well, yeah, but like we want to put it like in our eggnog and ooh, like a Bailey's hot chocolate, Bailey's coffee.
Oh, I will be very, very cautious and thoughtful about my alcohol use.
Until I slip extra Baileys into your coffee.
I'll have you know, Tepios, that Ben is a Lala IRL. But when we're talking about Dane, we're saying Middle Earth dwarves, like from The Hobbit, but taller. You were looking at making eggnog? I did that in China. It's doable. You can do it, I believe. I bet my Irish ancestors are turning in their graves. Oh, yeah, that's right. What happened?
Wait, by allergic, does that mean like he gets super sick?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
Oh.
So, but he's 1/4 Irish, so he's spitting on his ancestors. Which is hard because it's not something you see here regularly. Eggnog. Eggnog is not there regularly? Wow. I knew things were fucky in New Zealand when Ben told me that he didn't know what eggnog, he never had eggnog before. I knew that things had gone south in New Zealand, but I thought Australia would be free from this blight, this eggnog blight, but you can do it actually. You can actually make your own eggnog and it will be safe as long as you do it correctly.
I don't think Dane has had eggnog either.
This is terrible. What is this nonsense?
Like, we're going to have to educate him.
Yeah.
And he better like it or I might have to...
Yeah. This is like literal messed upness. Like,
I'm not surprised about New Zealand. I'm more surprised about America.
Now, this is a question that I have, is that some eggnogs have like an extract of rum in it, Would the extract of rum make Jonathan sick?
Why is the rum always gone?
Ben has no soul. Okay, moving on. Fox.
Yeah.
Okay. He needs Jesus. We get a small milk carton that sells eggnog for a 1 month period. I don't think it's the same. Fox, next time you go out, and if you see one, okay, take a snap and let us know.
Send it to us.
Please let us know. We need to see. We need to see this.
We need to see.
Does South California also lack eggnog? Is this a Northern American, like North USA Canadian thing?
Maybe.
You need high enough proof booze to kill any germs in the eggs? No. No.
No, because isn't it heated?
It's heated.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
The way I was looking at an eggnog recipe actually, and you heat it, so it's like actually.
Yeah. There's ways to make eggnog without high proof booze. Mm-hmm. We did it in China, for obvious reasons, and I was desperate. Okay, I was very desperate. So
this is Checo when I make coffee. I pour the eggnog into my cup and I pour coffee into it because coffee and eggnog is delicious, and then I turn around and Checo, instead of pouring it into her cup, is holding the cup and drinking the eggnog.
Yeah.
And then pours a little bit into the cup and then drinks more eggnog.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Why is the eggnog always gone? Yeah. I mean, it does mess with me because, like, obviously, if I drink too much eggnog, that way lies gastrointestinal pain. But like, it's kind of like having a child. You understand that the gain is worth the pain, so it's fine.
I think Dane said that was him in chocolate milk, if I remember correctly.
Oh.
He will drink like the whole gallon or something and be really sick.
What?
I'm just like, I don't get it. Like, for me, it's probably potato chips. I love potato chips, but
okay.
The chocolate milk fiending is so funny to me. I don't know why.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, yep, that's what we have in Canada, but not that brand, obviously. It makes the moment. Okay, so Australia is saved. Australia is saved.
It's egg powder.
What?
It's not real egg.
What?
Milk, skim milk, sugar, milk solids, whole egg powder, rum.
Wait a minute.
Flavors, stabilizer,
Wait a minute.
and color.
How can it have skim milk?
It's like both. This is very interesting.
Wait a minute.
So it's got Winterberg Estimate Rum 1888.
Is it because they have to fly it out?
But did it just say banana rum? What you need? Oh, it's a recipe. I almost shat myself. Eggnog, banana, vanilla ice cream, and cinnamon.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, that actually sounds kind of yummy.
I would put banana in there. I'm open to this.
Yummy.
What is our eggnog looking like? I'll show you our eggnog. What is the one that we're doing right now? Is it the irresistible? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're doing the irresistible one right now. Which is fat-free. It's sad. Very sad.
Is it? Actually,
or is
the
it
one that we
classic?
have right now? Yeah, so we have the classic one because we actually had the other brand and it was thin. I think that might have been the fat-free one. But the one that we have now is thicker. You can tell it's like real eggnog. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's like it got a black cover, I think, or a dark carton.
Trying to find out what's inside of it.
I could see, hold on, let me look at my history and ordering, see if it has the picture on it.
Apparently there's a peppermint flavored eggnog. I don't know about that one.
No.
No.
No. No, senor. No. Irresistibles, classic eggnog. Heck yeah. No, there's no behind.
The picture is not very high res, so I can't show it to chat. But I know that the first thing is milk. You know, I could just go to the fridge, pull the eggnog out of the fridge.
I actually found a
product description. Ingredients:
Oh,
milk,
Lord,
water, sugar, modified milk ingredients, cream, egg yolk, a whole bunch of other stuff. That's bullshit, probably. No alcohol in this one. Wow. That's why we need to put Bailey's in there.
Well, I mean, I don't need alcohol in my eggnog because I put it in my coffee, but...
Don't ask questions, just consume product.
All right. Drinks eggnog with peppermint.
Foxy is saying that the peppermint things sound sussy.
Yeah. Peppermint hot chocolate? Yes. Peppermint... like flavored something else? Yes. I just, to be honest, I've had peppermint... eggnog vodka drinks, and I just like after having those, it killed any interest in having eggnog with other like sweet flavors.
This is such scintillating conversation.
Shut up.
Put booze in your coffee. Yeah.
Imagine the disappointment of people clicking on the stream and being like, and then it's just us. Yeah, I don't really like eggnog like with other flavors, but I really like it in like
I'm going to have to change the stream name. Where can I change this stream
nowhere.
name?
This is actually probably the most useless stream you've ever done.
I thought that my mod could keep me in check, but no. Everyone.
Yeah, your mod is definitely that kind of person who can keep you in check.
So we're going to change the stream name to...
Failure. Just failure.
What did we talk about, though? MMO talk. OTPs. Parasocial OTPs. What else did we talk about? Tangents. Yeah, let's just put that. Still under the XIV category. Yeah.
Yikes.
Oh, lad.
I would just name it disappointment.
I'm going to just put it under Checo Streams. I'm going to fix this. I'm going to fix it, everybody.
I'm going to fix it. I can fix it.
Where's the tags? Okay, yeah, I'll just leave it. Retirement murders. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah, retirement homes. Old people.
There we go. I don't know if I can fix the FF14 tag where I am at right now, but it is what it is.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
I need to go to bed because it's almost 2 a.m.
Yeah.
This did not go as planned.
This did not go as planned. Apologies to the chat. Sorry. But I would like to believe that we too had fun. Did anyone else get entertained tonight?
No refund, sorry. Did you just call me weak?
I think he did.
Okay. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. No, I'm kidding. Wait. No, Ben, you don't get a refund. Sorry. In fact, no, I'm not sorry. You're going to listen to us and you're going to like it.
Wow, Wooly stuck it out. What a Chad.
Whoa. Oh.
That's very nice. I think we actually peaked at 17 people, which is wild considering everything.
I also peaked at 17? Yeah. Okay.
Good second monitor content.
Oh.
That's great. That's what we're aiming for, I
well,
guess.
at least we're not third.
Wooly was amused, perplexed, and mystified. It's okay, Wooly. We're women, actually. Even though we're not your normal women, women were made to amuse, perplex, and mystify. Were we not?
Isn't this all I'm good for, really?
Yeah.
mean...
Yeah. What?
What? Huh?
Okay, all jokes aside, next week, I'm going to do my best and do a proper react stream to fan fiction. And it's going to be a lot, so everyone strap in. I do want to do a Final Fantasy 14 night. And people will potentially be happy to know that I annoyed myself into finally looking at my Dawn Trail scripts. So I will be doing a proper Dawn Trail review sooner than later. I am actually making video, like recording, like video, background video stuff to play while I talk. So I will be putting out my personal Dawn Trail review before I start reviewing everybody else's Dawn Trail review and dragging them for being absolute mental. No, I mean, wonderful, insightful human beings. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But I was encouraged by Party's word the other day to somebody else entirely, not me. And I was like, you know what? I need to take that to heart. So I am hopefully going to find some quiet time to start recording. And then, yeah, we'll see when it comes out. But next Sunday, we will do a long video on fan fiction. So if you don't like fan fiction, don't come.
Do not come.
Do not come. I'm going to come.
Do not come.
I'm going to come. I'm going to come. Anyway. Okay. We're going to end it here.
Did Duck just say made to yap? Wow.
Made to yap.
Love it. I actually love that.
Yeah, we're going to, I'm going to cover it all. I'm going to cover it all. And, eventually, but it's just going to take a little while because of some other things. But yeah, as long as I don't get what's the word? Distracted by crafting, right?
Yep, that's entirely possible. I can't even say it won't happen because it might.
Yeah. Yeah. And we also have 7.4 coming out, so I'll probably be doing a stream for that and some other stuff. So we'll see what will be coming up in the MMO kind of space. But yeah. Okay, let's end it here while we're on a high note, sort of. And we'll probably see everybody in Discord at some point. Yeah. So, Tepios, do you want to join our Discord? Let's see if he wants to join our Discord. We have a Discord community.
And we're really active on it. I mean, like, I'm not as much, but I don't matter. But everyone else is.
But maybe he doesn't want one. But if you want, you can join our Discord. It's a tiny community. We try to stay respectful, but we have some
in the corner.
We have, like, make sure that if you go in, that you react appropriately to the right reaction so that you can see certain channels open. But anyway. Yes, no girls in this club at all. Like none whatsoever.
Yeah, I have to ban myself because I keep coming back.
Yeah. So party is actually a man on the inside. Yeah. An African.
You're a man on the outside.
You're an African American gentleman on the inside.
I don't know about gentleman, but yeah.
And then I'm a gay male. Obviously, this is very obvious for everybody.
Obvious. Yeah, very clear.
Yeah, very clear. Shay might look like a female and write like a female, but Shay is something else as well. There's like, only one girl is allowed.
Yeah, we got Ben already.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say Dane, but okay. You went for Ben.
No, I razzed on him enough.
Yeah.
I have to be nice to him.
Yeah. You got to support your man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We really got to stop talking.
Yeah.
All right. Bye. Stop talking.
Bye, guys.
Bye.